Yep, we live now.
Okay.
What's going on, YouTube? JayBReacts back in here with another Saturday Night Live. I hope y'all having a great day, whatever time of day it is. Just make sure y'all enjoy the day. First and foremost, I got a few announcements. I got a few links in the description. Please just follow the links. I'm not going to dive into each one of them. I have a Discord. I have a second channel. Please support and follow those. Also, like this video. It definitely helps out with the algorithm. And I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to Let Her Be Great.
Hi guys, I'm your co-host. Let Her Be Great. I know y'all ain't seen me in a minute, but I'm back now. So we finna. It was some things going on, but we resolved it. So I missed y'all. I did, for real. I missed y'all. I miss Mac. I miss Mel. I miss Maul. Red, I don't know. We still working on you. I'm still working on my feelings for you. But you know, I appreciate you for being here. So let's get into it, y'all. Let's introduce the panel. First, we got Red Pill.
Mm-hmm. The world renowned, known, loved, and hated nigga on the planet till you meet me ass nigga Red Pill Crip, man. I'm here, man. Held it down for Kansas City. Thank you, JB, for letting me up. This is a wonderful thing. Shout out to everybody on the panel. We about to get it cracking.
Yes, sir. Thank you for being here. Mr. Mac Mall.
It's your boy Mac Mall, you dig, CEO of Not The Shop Podcast. Make sure y'all check out my podcast. I drop every Friday. And I do a live panel on Mondays at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. So if y'all want to be a part of that, just hit me up. You know, it's always a treat when real players meet. And thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. Thank you for being here, Mac. Paris and Rain.
Fourth Dimension. I see you, my boy. What's going on with you? Hey, Paris and the Rain reacts. If you guys, speak some of that Spanish, want to learn some Spanish, make sure to check out the channel. You know, if you guys want to check out some gaming content, check out my Paris and Games channel. And appreciate y'all for having me.
Shout out Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
Yes. Guala Guala. Mira.
How you say big body ass in Spanish?
Big body
ass. I thought you don't go by that no more.
Hold on.
I thought you don't go by that no more.
Okay.
I'll tell you after. You're behind the scenes.
Hey, yeah, go ahead and let Maul introduce himself.
What's up, y'all? I'm back again. I missed last week, but you know, it's your boy Maul from Nerf, man. I'm from Philly, man. Just ready to come out and to support today. That's all.
Yes, sir, man. I appreciate you for having.
No doubt.
For being here. I'm sorry. How's everybody week been, man? Anything, going on? How everybody doing right now? I just see how the people doing. Anybody in the comment section, comment how y'all doing. Comment from where y'all from also. How y'all feeling right now?
We chilling.
Smooth.
We hype for the next episode, man. We hype.
Already? Yeah, we still gotta get through this one.
We hype, man. We ready.
Let's get it, man.
Man, I know y'all been hearing about the whole B Simone situation. Have y'all been looking into that, or have y'all been seeing any?
Oh man, I need my girls on this one. I need.
I know. Yeah, you solo tonight.
Oh God,
you gonna have a fight.
I wish y'all was in Chicago. Chicago been lit the whole weekend. My cousin got killed a couple days ago, right? And
I'm sorry.
His funeral was yesterday.
Yeah.
Boy, that shit went viral. Boy, they beat the police up and everything.
Damn.
big ass Royal Rumble fight. I'm talking about 100 niggas. They jumped the shit out the police.
Why they fought the police?
I don't know, man. This is he's actually my daughter's mother's cousin, but we kind of
What's
close and
up?
shit.
What's up,
I haven't
JK?
talked to her about why it happened, but it's going viral. It's all over social media, like all over the place.
Georgia, all right. Shout out to you. I'm also in Georgia for it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild. So they just started fighting the police just for.
I don't know. It was the repass. They had the repass on the in front of his house. And all I know is the video came out and they was fighting. And then there's another incident that was on the news. This dude, he was salty at his girl for cheating on him or some shit, and he burnt the goddamn building up and killed 4 people, 2 kids, an old man, and the girl. They just found the girl body this morning or last night, I think. Burned the whole damn house up.
Yo, that's wild.
So Chicago been lit, man.
That's crazy, man. I thought you would think like Chicago eventually. You'd think like, all right, so much killing that the population would just drop after a while, because it's just because you hear so many deaths or whatnot, but it's like how like when does it actually stop? You feel me? Does it just keep going on?
It keep going on because what happens, it's a generation, right? You got the 15, 16, and 17-year-olds.
Yeah.
And when they get killed, the 12 and 13 and 14-year-olds take their spot.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's an ongoing thing. And the crazy part about it is these kids today are warring over niggas that got killed in my era. They don't even know these niggas.
Right.
They just might know. They just know I'm a part of them, you a part of them, and we into it. They don't even know the people they into it.
Damn, shout out to my boy Talks with 2K.
2K.
Shout out 2K. What up with it, family?
What's up, 2K? I'm still talking with 2K.
Hey, JB, this is what's going on. They fucking and killing. So as soon as somebody goes, somebody coming in.
You got these hot ass mamas. They raising their little boys to be gangsters. They raise their boys to be the men they want.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, and I mean you gotta think about it. If they come from the ratchet culture, they raising the kids to be ratchet. And it's just
they real ignorant.
It's gonna be a whole bunch of
That's
ratchet.
What's going on in Puerto Rico right now with my cousins. Yeah, they don't.
So you stay in Puerto Rico?
No, I move out here in Georgia right now, but I go out there to visit the fam.
How you doing?
I love Puerto Rico. It's beautiful.
Oh, it's amazing.
Phoebe, where you at? You look like you outside.
That's a green screen. She in the house.
No.
Good ass green screen. Damn.
No, Phoebe outside.
How you turn it? I don't know how to turn the damn camera around. Wait a minute.
She didn't cut the camera off and everything.
Okay, wait. Look, I'm gonna do this. Wait, can y'all see all that over there?
Okay.
What you at a class reunion?
Yeah. Class of 62.
It's not. Ooh.
I'm just playing. I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
You know, it's the Westinghouse picnic.
Oh, I know it's some girls up there. I should have came up there.
It's a lot of them.
Now you just said you won't be outside. Now you're trying to get outside.
That's why, because I don't be.
You outside or you inside?
All right, Miss Phoebe, I'm gonna mute you just because I can hear a little bit of background noise. So I'm
That's fine. Okay.
All right, so let's go ahead and roll into the first clip, man. We're talking about B. Simone's situation. If y'all haven't seen it, I'm gonna play it. I got a before and after clip that I'm gonna play to give y'all context of the situation of what's actually going on.
Hold on, JB. You didn't let Ma introduce herself.
He did.
Oh, you did? Okay, I'm sorry. He be so quick with it. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You puffing that cigarette. You missed it.
Hey.
What? Why not? You don't want to have an honest job?
I mean, he could be a hustling entrepreneur.
So you want him to be you want CEO status?
Yes.
Okay, he can't
so
like he can't clock in and clock out.
No.
Damn,
I think entrepreneurs should date entrepreneurs.
Okay, but still there's people who have really good jobs with vocational skills. If he's a mechanic.
I'm sure, but no, you're not gonna understand my lifestyle. You're not gonna understand why I'm up at 3 a.m.
My finances, the budgeting, you see how I am nitpicking every little thing. I've never been like that. We were in Bloomingdale's yesterday. I'm like, we have to go to H&M.
Yeah.
I notice it in me now, just nitpicking. And it's not even, I just don't have it like to spend the liquid.
Yeah.
I'm used to having liquid. I'm used to my finance.
First and foremost, I want to say there's nothing wrong with H&M.
Facts.
Foremost, I got a lot of H&M in the closet. Just being honest. But
with your
that's
broke ass.
Hey, call it what you want.
No. That's what she's saying. I'm not saying it. Yeah, that's what she's saying.
For sure. But no, I mean the contradiction to see at one point now you shaming guys that's working a 9 to 5 is not good enough for you. Now, fast forward that they don't understand your lifestyle. Your lifestyle got you to being a broke chick now online, having to complain and cry about it, whether she's doing it for attention or not. I just feel like, man, that's crazy having to see that that play out like that. But I feel like a lot of chicks end up setting themselves up for failure like that as well.
Yeah. Well, she look like Wednesday Addams right now because I don't know if y'all peeped it. Yeah, she looked. Her face was with the whiteness and. I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, I went to school like with real rich kids, and what they did for depression was shop and shit. So when they lose money, like they the most like unalivable people on the planet. When you have money and then you lose money, they lose sanity. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it ain't even that. It's just like it ain't top sirloin. It's just T-bone. Like it switched their whole demeanor. You know what I mean? But that's just how it go. But poor people know how to adjust because they always been broke. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. It's all about survival. You know what I mean?
Yeah. When I hear her say stuff like that, I think of this song called "The Last $2."
Damn, whose song that is? I want to hear that.
I'm not gonna lose.
Mac Ma age showing. That man age showing real big.
Hey, it's all good. That song predicted these women to today.
No, I think she just I don't know if it's just like clickbait, but she just doing the most. Simone always did the most though. Like, why you crying about not being able to shop at Bloomingdale's and having to shop at H&M? Like, who cares?
That's a rich people problem. That's what happened.
But it's more like, who cares? Like, I mean, if you had to go from one store to another store, you still got money to shop, ain't it? Like, you could still look good. People go thrifting and still come up with cute outfits. Like, who cares? You ain't got the money to shop at Bloomingdale's.
You know, growing up unfortunate gives you very, very good character.
Right.
Do you feel like
when stuff like that happen, like we all know, when you come from where I come from, you know that life sometimes got life sometimes, right?
Yeah.
And when you've been on the bottom before, you know how to cope with not having nothing, so it don't bother you. So like for me, if I didn't have nothing, I wouldn't be complaining about H&M. Shit, I grew up off H&M. I just go back to what I know.
Simone ain't always had it either, though. That's why I don't understand why she acting like, oh my God, I had to go from Bloomingdale's to H&M. Like, bro, you was probably one of the females shopping in Rainbow before you even came, before you even became social media famous.
She trying to maintain
I shop at Bloomingdale's, but only for my birthday, once a year.
Right.
Right.
She just want to keep and maintain a certain lifestyle so she can keep up that certain image.
Right. Yeah, especially and to add insult to injury, you in a public eye. So when let's just say a fan walk up to her in H&M, they be like, "What you doing here?" You know what I'm saying? Like if you got Bugattis and Benzes and stuff, and then somebody see you at the Toyota dealership, they're gonna criticize you for that. So when you choose that.
Real wealthy people wear H&M clothes though, so I don't know what his attitude is.
Like H&M has really nice clothes. Like everybody shop at H&M.
They making the men's clothes tighter though. I don't like that.
Yeah,
they definitely
rainbowy.
Making them tighter, bro. I brought some underwear one day from them. And it felt like I was wearing panties, bro. I had to take them drawers.
Some drawers.
Oh
damn, mom!
Yeah, you buying drawers from H&M? Why you ain't just
H&M drawers is crazy.
Yeah, that is. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You know why he say that? Because he got the slim model shape, so he can look in H&M for drawers. I wouldn't even fix my face to walk in there looking for no damn drawers.
No, for real, I ain't gonna lie.
That nigga Mac put him on and turned into a thong on his ass.
Man, G-string, goddamn it.
You got a speedo.
Facts.
See, Maul built like Ghost All Power, so he can go in H&M and look for the slim drawers and shit.
Draws?
No, I'm gaining some weight though.
Get some weight, all right. It's going all to your beard, nigga. No, I'm fucking.
Y'all on a road session tonight.
No, I'm just talking shit. I told you.
Real question. Hold on.
For drawers like a light skin nigga, for real.
You throwing shots? What's up?
What'd she say?
To respond to that?
What'd she say?
Huh?
She said mall shop for you said draws like a light skinned nigga.
Damn.
Yeah, who going to
He
H&M
is a light-skinned nigga.
He light
Yeah, he doing
We
what he supposed to do.
about to turn this into something it ain't supposed to be about.
Yeah,
This
he
was a
doing
minute
what he
ago I
supposed
brought
to
them
do.
drawers
I know y'all better not have no legs
on
like
you.
Cam Newton. I know that much.
That nigga,
Nah,
Y'all better not have
DDG.
them Cam Newton
DDG.
legs.
DDG.
What Cam Newton legs look like? Cam
You
Newton
ain't
always
seen the
wearing
interview
flag
with him and the
pants,
pastor Jamal Bryant when he told him he had some beautiful legs.
That nigga do sit like this though. That nigga
No,
sit like that.
the
Nigga sit
man like he
this.
had a pound of Vaseline on his damn legs. Boy, I thought that was a female. I had to double take. Like, what the fuck?
This
What
when you know
type
you
of
got
nigga
money.
grease his body up like that, man? Where did you learn this shit from?
That is
That nigga
crazy.
outfits do be hella trainy though. He do
Yeah.
like some sparkly shit.
But
He always
back to, hold on, back
Oh, sorry.
hold on. Yeah, back to B Simone.
Okay, sorry.
Can we say that the stance that she comes from, can we say that the average female does the same thing but just on a different level?
What you
Yeah.
mean?
Hell yeah.
Reject guys, and then cry broke after a
No,
while. Just not on a high level. They do it on
no.
a smaller level.
I think B
I feel like
Simone
females
went crazy. Phoebe
Shout
wanna
out
say
Dr.
something.
Thunder.
I think Phoebe
Phoebe, you want to say something? Let me unmute you.
No, I think maybe the fame came really quick for her. And maybe a few dollars came quick for her. And in her mind, she thought that it was going to go from there and take off. You know what I mean? And she wasn't really just dealing with reality. And in her mind, she thought that she can get more than what was really out there for her. You know what I mean? She probably, my thing is this, well, you know, my personal opinion. When people not used to things, when they get it, they go overboard with it. So when the money started coming in, maybe she started spending, you know, big and thinking that this shit was always going to be what it is, not taking into consideration that maybe I should put some things up. Maybe this may not last as long as I'm thinking it is. Y'all kind of get what I'm saying with it. People who used to money, they know how to move. When you're not used to it, you do the most.
I'm gonna respond to you when you get done.
No, you can go ahead. That's it. That's all I want to say. Maybe she was just thinking that, you know what I'm saying, this is going to be her lifestyle going forward. And now that she see that it's not, she got to shop at H&M.
Yeah, she sure said, I'm used to having a certain amount in my bank account. Well, baby,
I feel like
life.
most females are horrible with money though.
Oh yeah.
It don't matter what level she on, whether she came into fame fast or not. You got females that don't make hardly anything, and they still very horrible with money. They spend it in places they don't need to spend it at. It's almost like wishful thinking for them when they have money. You know, they just kind of feel like, oh well, I'm gonna just do this, and I hope that I can get it back. You know, the next couple of weeks. They don't never plan out or plan accordingly to how they spend money. So I feel like
they
this
got
is
an
really
ATM between their legs.
I wouldn't say all females do that. No,
Most.
I mean, let me ask y'all this.
Not even most.
Let me ask y'all this: who's usually in debt, men or women? Who's
Women.
usually in debt? You know what I'm saying? Because men get in debt because of y'all.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Men don't get in debt because
they're trying to impress. They're trying to impress. They're trying to impress.
Whose decision is that? That's y'all decision to try and go overboard.
But still, we're doing it for who? For the women.
But y'all are doing it, and you know you financially unstable, so why do it? That's y'all. That falls on you. That's you.
But a lot of times the man love the women. So
men will sacrifice their finances.
Okay, but then there has to be somebody with some kind of financial literacy. Like, no, you can't blame a woman for you making dumb mistakes, decisions because you want to impress this woman.
But great, this is the problem.
The dumb mistake is you, shit, the woman.
No, the dumb mistake is you choosing to go for a woman that you feel like you have to spend all your money on just to impress. If you meet a woman and be genuine and she's an understanding woman and she's not just chasing you for your bread, she gonna understand that, okay, you ain't got it if you ain't.
Say, for example, you're in a relationship with that woman. I mean, you still gonna spend trying to take care of her. You know what I mean?
Right.
But if that woman
you don't have to ask us.
If that woman values the relationship, she not gonna sit here and run your pockets dry. If y'all in a relationship, it should be an understanding of what your partner is capable of doing.
But y'all do it without even knowing. Y'all do it without even knowing that y'all doing it.
It's subconscious. Yes, it is.
Subconsciously, yeah.
It's absolutely
that's y'all
subconscious.
Insecurities. That's y'all insecurities.
See, there you go.
If y'all sitting here saying, "Oh, I gotta do this to impress her," that's y'all personal feeling.
But this is
could say, "You didn't have to do this for me, babe. Like you didn't."
Great. This is the double-edged sword when it comes to being a man. When you dating somebody, especially when you still trying to make an impression. If you got it, if you do it, then they be like, okay, cool. When it run out, they be like, well, why you ain't got it? So it's like, okay, well, let me make sure at least she, I mean, not gonna say think I got it, because I got it. I'm just hurting right after I do it. But at the end of the day, you're gonna criticize me either way. Oh, you got bad spending habits. You shouldn't have went broke on me. Like, have you ever heard that in your life?
Right. Like if I pull up the Gibsons with her, she gonna be like, oh no, we don't gotta go to Gibson's. Let's go to do what JB said, walk in the big park.
Yeah.
She's not gonna say that. She's gonna walk her ass up in Gibson's and eat that steak.
What type of woman you going after? Ain't no woman who has financial literacy and is financially stable is going to expect her a man or whoever. If y'all courting her, she's not going to expect you
women don't value money the same.
Nah.
They don't value money the same. I'm gonna be honest, most don't value it the same.
There's a certain type of woman that don't value money.
All women like nice dates.
It's not all women. Of course, a woman would want a man who could do for her in that way. But not all women.
Hold on, women, but it's not about a man just spending the most. Y'all just don't value the way how money actually works when it comes down to being able to save it, invest it, move it the right way.
Why are there so many successful business women? If women didn't value money, and if women didn't care about,
that's a lot. That's a minority.
That's still a minority.
A lot of women ain't got no paper like that.
No,
and most women that got something got it off the back of a man.
Why are there so many? Why are there so many celebrity NBA players, football, NBA and NFL players that are immediately they're told you need to manage your money, because the first thing they do is blow their money. Women get famous, or you get.
But do you know why they tell men? Do you know why they tell men? They advise men to be very thrifty, or you know, at least be responsible with their money, because they make it. They don't advise women to be to manage their money because they don't make no money. They advise women to extract.
What you mean women
don't not no money that's.
Hold on, you talking? Yeah, listen to what Red Pill saying. The amount of contracts, the amount of dollars that these guys are making in their contracts. How many women you know are just getting contracts?
Making
like
that.
Come on now, be honest.
Most athletes don't go broke because of women, though. They go broke because of taxes. They don't know how to manage their taxes.
They go broke because they don't know how to manage their funds.
No, they spend they don't spend outside the box unless it's for a woman. They just keep it 100.
What you think?
Hey, you got to unmute her, Jay.
Oh yeah.
I know you ain't got a straw in that Four Loco though. I'm just messing with you.
Four Loco. Not a straw in Four Loco.
That is crazy. I'm just messing with you, Phoebe. I got to say something.
You got a straw too. Hold on.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
No, my thing is, I feel like if this is my thing, the issue that I deal with, the things that you guys be saying. I can't say I know some women out of the ones that I know they move that way, but I don't feel that with the spending, men going into debt and shit like that, I don't feel like they should do that with the women. I think if you start your relationship off with being modest with how you spend and not trying to impress her, you can keep that flowing. If you go overboard in the beginning and you know you're doing extra shit, and as you guys say, women are going to expect this, when the money starts getting low, it's going to be an issue. She's going to ask you why you don't have the money, or she's stating that you're misspending or what have you. Why would you start off that way? Like, I don't get that.
Well, it's an impression. Like, you make a first impression. Like,
you can make an impression without putting a dollar value on it.
Y'all can make an impression without eyelashes and weave, but y'all still do the shit.
You could, but my thing is this. He said we could do it without putting eyelashes and weaves and things like that in.
But you wouldn't get the man. And if we didn't have that paper and we wasn't flexing, we wouldn't get y'all. You gotta understand.
I just don't agree with that. I just don't agree with that. I'm listening, but I don't agree with that.
You know what's crazy? The guy that you're talking about, that don't want to spend the most. Y'all don't like that guy. That guy would be me. Y'all don't like me. Y'all not gonna like me because I'm not gonna spend the most. I'm not gonna just cash y'all out in the very beginning.
You know, you do. You do get under my skin a whole lot.
I know. I appreciate that. But Mac is gonna be the guy that's gonna get them draws. You feel me? Because he's the guy that's probably gonna come out spending that cash. You feel me?
Man,
But
like
somebody
this.
like me,
$1,000 a day.
there you go. But somebody, so Phoebe, when you say that, I like it sounds good. It sounds great on paper, but in reality, it's just not what's really hitting right now. Y'all don't want the guy that's gonna kind of come into it a little more conservative. Go ahead.
Right.
Can I say this? I am in a relationship, right? And when we first got together, I was the breadwinner. I was the one bringing in the money. So you want to look at our finances, right? It wasn't about you showering me with all this fancy shit. I like walks in the park. I like sitting down, chilling, just vibing, doing whatever. I'm a very silly person, but at the same time, I do kind of reserve myself. But it's all women are not like that. And this is what pisses me off. That of course, I have a group of friends, right, that are female. And when we get into discussions about shit like this, I'm always the oddball because I don't move and think the way that a lot of women do. So I don't want to argue with you guys that what you're saying is wrong because I don't know. I'm not a man, so I've never had to do all of those things. But all I can do is speak out from my experience. I do have a friend, she expects all this lavish things. My daddy did this for me, so I expect my man to do this shit for me. And I've always said I think a lot of women are raised with what to expect from a man, but not how to treat him. My thing is, my dad was there. My parents didn't part until my father passed away, right? They was married for like 45, 46 years, whatever it was when my dad died. I'm out here at the park now. I'm having a fucking good time. I don't have a problem with us getting on the L, even though I don't really like it. Because it stinks and it's a bunch of bombs on it. But I don't have a problem with us doing it. I don't need you to pull up in no fancy ass car, right? I don't have a problem with going down and sitting over there by the shed, and you can have a picnic, and you can get a beautiful view of Lake Michigan right there and the skyline. I literally had to tell my guy that's where the fuck I wanted to go. Like, you don't have to do extra shit like that. But you got some people who feel like they need to do the most. You don't need to do all of that for all these women. If you just allow yourself to do that, that's on you to me.
Can we establish?
Let me do this real quick,
Red Pill and then Mac.
Go ahead.
Mac, let me say this real quick. When you said that women was your circle was like, well, my daddy did this, so that's what I look for in a man. They obey their daddy, man. Do you understand that? Like, women are not, and it's not. I know the word obey is very triggering, but it was a respect factor there. I know a lot of dudes that love their daughters to death, but if they gonna just go against the grain, you think I'm about to reward you for that? So women are entitled to think that, oh, okay, well, just because my daddy, and even when your daddy was mad at you, he's still gonna provide for you. The problem is women think just because they with a dude or with, you know what I'm saying, they sitting up under a man, he's supposed to reward you because you got a vagina, not because you got bad behavior.
Right. Yeah, good point.
That's crazy.
Reward me because I got common sense and I got your back, and I'm a safe space for you. Reward me for that, not that other shit that don't make sense to me. It just don't. I'm not saying women don't do that. I'm not a man. I don't know what y'all deal with. What I'm saying is the shit don't make sense to me.
I would say this: you might be a unicorn. You might be one of the very few, because the large majority, and I hate to say this too, Ms. I don't know you personally, but a lot of y'all will say a lot of the right things, but when it comes down and we get into the situation, we start seeing a lot of the true color, and we start seeing the attributes of just a natural woman, what was probably most likely going to go down. We start seeing those things come out. So y'all play the chameleon game sometimes too. You know, a lot of females do.
A lot of females may do that, but I will tell you this: I was asked twice by my guy for marriage, and I told him I wasn't ready, and he ain't left yet. So I don't know what the hell it is, but he hasn't fucking left. He hasn't fucking left.
You ain't gave him none yet?
Gave him none what? What you mean? Gave him what?
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you wrong. I didn't hear you right. I'm sorry.
No,
you said
what
you
I
ain't give
said
him none
was,
yet.
oh, he got it. That's how my mortgage get paid.
What's going on,
What do you
Black
mean?
Tea?
Oh,
That's how the mortgage get paid. I gotta secure the mortgage. But what I'm saying to you is this: he has asked me twice. He has asked me twice for marriage,
baby.
and I told him I wasn't ready, and I wasn't. But my thing is that we are not married.
Hold on. You said that he asked you to marry him?
Yes.
And you denied it?
Yeah, I told him not right now. I wasn't ready.
What are you waiting on?
What you waiting on?
Like that.
Well,
Hey,
the
the bag
first,
is secure. The bag is secure.
real quick, I'm just gonna tell you one real quick. The first one was his daughter's mother was a big pain in the relationship. Every move we tried to make, she found ways to try to get in there and throw stuff off. And my thing is, as I said a few minutes prior, I was the one bringing in more money in the beginning. Now he's bringing in a few more dollars than me, right? But
Yeah.
in the beginning, it was me. So that whole don't want a man 9 to 5, that whole expecting him to have everything in the beginning when we first link up. I,
Yeah.
I don't think I don't think that way. That's just not me. And a lot of women will go back and forth with me, but my thing is, y'all don't have a man at home. I do.
Let me ask you this.
That's why.
Let
I
me ask
do.
you this. If
But
he left you, would you be
but
upset? If he left you, would you be upset?
yes and no.
Why the no part? Like you just feel like, you just get another one, or it's not as. I mean, if you have to think about it.
No, it's not that. It's not that, and I don't want to go into that right now. But
Okay.
we can
I
talk
mean,
about
we don't
that
have to
off
go into
camera.
it. Yeah, we ain't got
Right.
to
We
go
can talk
into it.
about that off the camera, but it's a yes or no for me.
Okay.
But what I feel like my point, and it may not make sense to you all, but my point is this: I don't move like a lot of women do. I can't say what you all experiences are, what you're speaking on. I can say I know individuals who move that way, but it
Okay.
doesn't for me. Now the women that move that way that I know personally, they don't have a man. They have been through about 5 or 6 relationships at this point, right? Because they have these high expectations. They feel that they're entitled to a lot of shit. And when I try to tell them you shouldn't think that way, what they try to throw in my face is, but you're not married. I'm not married because that's my choice. But at the end of the day, when we finish this discussion, who goes home and lay in the bed by themselves, or who got a nigga laying here fighting and snoring at night? Me. So apparently I'm doing something right that he hasn't left, is what I'm saying. I don't believe that a man should just go overboard with trying to impress a woman. If that's what you do, that's what you do, but that's on you and your finances. You need to monitor that. If
But
you know
that
you're
was
doing the
simply back
most,
to
you
my
shouldn't
point
do
of what
that.
I was saying. You shouldn't go
You
into
shouldn't
debt
do that.
knowing you ain't got the money. Why go into debt trying to impress
Why
a
would
woman?
you do
That's your
that?
own decision. Don't blame
Because
that
if
on the
you
woman.
Can
It's
I
right,
ask
so
y'all a
because
easy to
question?
say.
if you start off that way, she's going to expect it. Don't start off that way. Is all I'm saying. Don't do that. Start off with the walk in the
Well,
park.
if we don't start
Start
off
off
that
with
way,
doing
guess
minor
what?
stuff.
They're gonna turn
Oh
around
yeah.
and walk away.
Just start off
We
being
get it.
Well, then
genuine.
that's not the woman for you. That's not the woman for you. That's
Y'all
not the woman
don't
for you.
y'all don't respect genuine. Genuine is look, I don't care what your
That's
name
just
is, I
your
want to
own.
hit it.
That's your
That's
own
genuine.
insecurity. If you
What?
think women don't respect genuineness, that's your own thought.
That no. If a
We
man
do
told you
respect
what
men who are genuine.
but great.
No.
If a man when you hear the first liner, that one liner that reels you in, you fish, y'all bait. Hey, we got
Yeah.
bait. When he reels you in, if you had an interpreter sitting at the table, you would be like, damn, I don't even know why I listen to that shit. Because the
Yeah.
man that's up front, you gonna run him off. You're not gonna you gonna be like, oh nah, hell nah, you didn't came at me. I need you to
I'm
soften
not.
my
No, I'm not.
ego. Yes, you are. All
No,
right,
Y'all
let me
I'm
definitely
just
go off
not.
emotions first.
telling
No,
you.
I'm
Emotions
not.
is what get
I
y'all
was just
first.
in a relationship with somebody and it wasn't equally yoked. I had more than he had. But he
Did it
didn't
work?
come at
Where you
me.
at?
Well, technically it's a long story, but
Mm-hmm.
it ain't nothing that has to do with he didn't do enough for me. He didn't spend enough money because I didn't meet him off of him trying to impress me and spend more than what he had. It was a mutual understanding that
Yeah,
this
I'm gonna
is what
say
he is
this.
working with, and that's okay with me.
Yeah, moral of the story is with B Simone is that I think women are gonna constantly keep passing up good guys that got good morale and character for just the quick fixes, because everything that glitter
Facts.
ain't glamorous, you know what I'm saying? And I
Facts.
think that's some of the biggest problems out there, that people just want the fast hit instead of getting with good moral character that's gonna actually really invest in you and be a good pick for you. Let me mute Miss Phoebe.
Facts.
Yeah. I think that's the biggest problem that a lot of women are gonna be facing when it comes down to the future. Then they're gonna feel like later on down the line they can still get that guy, and they might get that guy for a moment in time, but will it still be as genuine as it was in the very beginning? Because we remember and we don't forget. I'm gonna be honest. If you played me back then, you probably gonna get played with in the future, probably. Be honest, a lot of guys can be spiteful, a lot of guys can be vengeful. I'm not saying it's right, but they remember all those moments that y'all played those games with them back in the day, and then y'all get put inside a roster, and y'all wonder why. Damn, that dude ain't taking me serious. It's because you played with me when I was trying to take you serious.
It's spite,
but you know what that's called now? Like, don't date. They'll tell a woman now, don't ever date a fanboy. That's a nigga who been in your DMs for years. Don't ever finally get that nigga a chance, because as soon as you give him a chance, he gonna try to embarrass you and drag you. It's the first opportunity.
That's not always true either, though.
I'm not gonna embarrass you, but
that man gonna try to drag you down and take you down just so he could feel like he won up to you.
But guess what though?
That's why they call him a fanboy.
But guess what though? If he is a fanboy, yeah, you probably might not want to give him a shot. Just being honest, you might not, because you don't like him like that anyway. But you don't like him like that anyway.
But that's the woman who's settling. It's like, okay, well, let me get this nigga a chance. So since he's the one that been after me for this amount of time, maybe he is genuine. Maybe all the sweet nothings he been telling me in my DM.
Nah. You'll know. Hold on. But y'all got guys behind the scenes that are really caking up, lacing you up, making sure that you're really taken care of. I'm gonna be honest. Even if you did give that guy a shot, I guarantee you that he probably still gonna stay around. You know, the one that's kind of playing the background role that's not going to take you serious. But is this dude is doing major work to invest in you, possibly paying the mortgage, like Miss Phoebe said, or doing other things, that guy's still going to stick around because he really, really likes you. Just being honest. If he's going out his way to make sure you straight, he don't want to lose you. So even if he got the opportunity to get you, he probably still not going to leave. But y'all still ain't going to take a chance on that guy.
That's my point.
That's overly investing.
I wouldn't say that.
Taking care of the female.
I have a specific situation like that, but the only difference is it was me who made the decision not to go forward with the relationship because of his situation. It was kind of like a too late type of thing, but you rock with me so hard, you still gonna look out, you still gonna make sure I'm good. But it's like, okay, dang, I kind of messed that situation up.
Yeah, guys like that are problematic. Yeah, guys like that are problematic.
How is that problematic?
Because that's just like a bad father who overly spoil y'all as kids. It's the same exact thing. Like, we got guys that's out here doing the most.
In the background looking out for a female.
It's enabling.
No. But yeah, exactly. But I'm talking about females that are actually giving back to the guy. That's giving him what he wants. I'm not talking about a female that don't deserve it, and he's just giving her everything. That's like a spoiled child syndrome. Like,
how you know she don't deserve it? How you know she's not giving him something?
Her whole motive is shitty.
Maybe advice. It doesn't have to be something.
But you got a lot
like her body.
It's always no. We're not gonna play that game. First of all, the dude is getting the best out of you when he is getting your physicality. If he's not getting that box, if he's not getting you sexual,
no, it's not.
That's a fact. If I'm busting you down, I'm going to get the best out of you because you have an emotional investment. We're emotionally tied at that point.
Right.
It's a lot different. You're gonna move a lot different, especially if it was good and you enjoyed it. You're gonna treat me with a different type of level of respect, opposed to just a guy that's just there helping you out or whatnot on the side.
JB, they lose leverage when they pass that pussy out. That's what they don't understand. Well, I think they do understand that. That's why they leverage it for so long. You get as much because this is the goal. So, ladies, I know what y'all do. Y'all get as much as you can before you pass it out to be like, okay, if I pass it out, I don't look stupid. That's what you do. That is the whole strategy behind most women. And a lot of women, they just like, if they do sleep with him in 24 hours, it's because they just are so enamored by the nigga. And then they give him some pussy in a minute.
And then, anybody else had anything on that? And I'm going to go ahead and move on.
B. Simone look like Wednesday Adams. I ain't gonna lie to you.
No, I think she just let the social media world get to her head, and it ain't really what she thought it was gonna be. For the amount of time she thought it was gonna be.
Well, I mean, she is a millionaire. I mean, she was no. I will say this. I think she still is making money. I think she's just bad at spending her money. I don't think she might be broke, but she still has money coming in. She's still a social media presence, so she's gonna be all right. Yeah, look at her, Red Pill. She's going to be all right when it comes down to media presence. But it's the fact of how you manage your money. Like I say, a lot of these women not built for receiving a lot of money. They just not built for it. Guys,
I feel like it's equal. It's same with the men too. It ain't. It is
equal.
It is Simone. But
women,
B. Simone, $1. It say right here. Oh, 1 million. My fault.
$1.
She worth $1. After taxes, this bitch worth $1.
sometimes the spending for y'all is a lot more emotional sometimes than it is for guys. Sometimes we think a little more logically. You know, we're not gonna just go off the deep end just to buy things. Y'all a lot of the time y'all buy things just to feel good.
Right.
How you say y'all think more logically? And we just had a discussion about y'all blowing all y'all money to get a woman, to impress a woman. That's not thinking logically.
That's a form of hunting.
It is. So
But
actually,
why go
We
broke?
fishing for y'all. That's all it is.
Think
You
about
gotta
it.
really
Why
know.
go broke?
Certain niggas just got different bait.
Mac Mall is bro. What I'm doing is probably a bad hunting strategy if you think about it, because I'm going to get less females by not putting out the most bank than someone who possibly can. He's 100% right there.
Yeah.
So I'm going against the grain, but on the back end for me, I'm saying for me, it's smarter for me not to do that because I just don't like doing it. I don't feel good when I do that.
But you know what though? That's a smarter way of dating, because when you date the way you date, you'll weed out the bad, the ones that's not good for you. The ones that accept you for who you are, what you're doing
That's
right
my
now.
whole point in what I was saying. Y'all gotta pick. It's the women y'all going after.
What I know, I like hyenas, but I like them all. I don't discriminate. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, it's whatever vibe
Red,
I get from the woman.
what you throwing your hand up for?
I'm throwing it up because that's the same thing you hear in every chat room all over the internet. That's the ones you going for. If it's all the ones we going for, that's all of y'all. It's everybody.
No, it's not.
Do you know it's
no
somebody?
preference.
Do you know it? But hold on, but great. Do you know it's somebody that is saying the same thing about you in another chat room, just not saying your name?
That ain't got nothing to do with me.
Yes, it do. It's you.
No, it don't.
He just ain't putting
It don't got nothing
bro.
to do with me.
It's a dude embarrassing himself to try to impress you right now, and you sitting there saying dudes is silly, and you ain't got no empathy towards nothing.
Yeah, you're not
that ain't me not having empathy. That's me
Yeah, it
saying I
is.
didn't ask you to do that.
See,
You did what
that's
you felt like.
demonic.
You did what you felt like you needed to do.
That's demonic.
It ain't got nothing to do
Yes,
with
it
me.
is.
No, it's not.
Hold on, watch this. It's a look. It's women that do shit for me, and look, and I'll be like, baby, slow down, because I'm telling you right now, this ain't that. This is not that. But a woman would just extract. And then when he asks for some pussy, you be like, why you want some pussy for? Because I gave you $28,000 worth of shit. That's why. But y'all would just accept it. And then you know what? And then you know what they'll say? Exactly what you just said. Well, I didn't ask you to do it.
For it. Exactly.
See?
You wanted to
hold on, you want to see what I did?
You did that on your own free will.
Situations.
You did that on your own free will.
But you didn't stop him. Sorry, my bad, Mom.
Blame the woman for your own impulse.
Let Mom
go. If you irresponsible with money, just say that.
But no, as for my thing is though, my thing is that you're allowing that man to do stuff for you though, right? So eventually he's looking for a return on his investment. If he don't get that, a lot of men.
How am I allowing it? I don't know your pocket, so obviously you lied to me. You lied to me when you first approached me trying to spend money you ain't had.
No, but stop him.
For example, like the video we just watched. It's like you see, like the videos we just watched. She's crying. She's crying right now. You know what I'm saying? So women will go to whoever they want to go to. Is usually a guy and complain, "Oh, I can't pay my house mortgage. I can't pay my car insurance. I can't pay this. I need help." So of course, the guy that's gonna like you is gonna be like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna
look at it like this too.
You know?
The most attractive thing a woman can do is tell you, that's not what I like. You don't need to spend all that. You don't need to do that. I feel like a woman that does that, that's probably like one of the most attractive things she can do. If you feel like it's goofy, why are you allowing him to buy all the shit? You feel me?
I want to ask.
That depends on the woman. That depends on the woman you dealing with. That's why I said.
So let me ask you a question.
You could just be genuine.
Let me ask you a question. If you was dating a man, right, and say he done nothing wrong, you just really know in your mind that he's not really your type, and you went out on a date with him, right? And would you allow this man to keep taking you out on dates, or would you just tell him, you're not the one for me, even though he ain't really done nothing wrong? He's just not your type.
No, I know. I'm gonna say no because
pause
I just
hold on
was
before
in
you
that
say it. Hold that thought. I'm gonna just shout out Game Wise DJ with the $4.99 super chat. Salute JB. We appreciate you, Game Wise DJ. Shout out to you.
Shout out to the game.
You can answer that now.
Ma, she's gonna say, "Give me that money." Go ahead, give me that money. But I don't like your ass.
No,
Right.
it's not.
Come
No,
on.
it's not. Because literally, that specific situation just occurred, and being that I just moved to Texas, I'm in the dating world. Like I'm in the process of getting to know different people. So that entails me having to go on dates. So I went on a couple of dates with this guy, and he wasn't my type, but he was real respectful when I met him. And that really, you would get so far with me when you're respectful more than you would trying to be flashy.
You still mess with him right now?
So no, I had to break it off because I did not like him, and I told him.
So after how many dates? This you proving to me in point.
Like the second date. This is like the second date. On the first date, I was like, you know what? Let me try to get to know him, and let me not just go off of appearance. Because I'm more of a. I like the pretty boys. I like certain. You got to be a certain height. You got to be. You know, you got to look a certain way.
You so like
he
me.
was the total opposite.
It sounds good.
How much did he spend? How much did he spend on the first date?
I don't know.
Approximately.
We went to Papados on our first date. I really didn't look at the ticket. Why is that funny?
What's Papados?
Yeah, what's Papados?
It's some shit you earned and she didn't earn it. That's what it is. It's some shit you earned.
How do you feel like? Why do you feel like I didn't earn it? He asked me what I like.
What's going on,
Miss
Vita?
Seafood. So he was
like, you don't just walk into that. You said you wasn't even attracted to him,
and I said Papados. No, I said I was attracted to his respect that he showed me.
Attracted to his respect.
You asked to go
That's
there?
some new shit.
He asked me, where did I want to go eat? I said, Papados.
Okay.
No. Did you offer? Did you request Papados, or did he offer Papados?
No, he asked me where do I want to go, and I said Papados.
Right. So you set the tone.
I
set the tone. How? I just
you told him where
you could have said you like double cheeseburgers.
Hey, listen, I done been to Papados plenty of times.
I didn't request it. Like,
hold on.
Oh, I want to go to Papados. He's like, well, what you like to eat? I said seafood. He said, cool. I like that too. Where you like going?
Right.
I said,
that bill was $250.
Hold on. But why? Hold on. Is there any other spots other than Papados that you could have went to?
Long John Silver's.
Like I said, I'm in Texas. I have not. You know, we from by the water, bro. You know, we like good seafood. So out here, they don't have good seafood.
Were there any other spots that you
seafood?
I don't know, I don't know any other seafood spots.
That's
how spoiled she is. She don't even know the cheap joint. She just like pop it out.
I just moved out here. See what what y'all not listening to is I just moved out here. I don't know the certain spots to go to with good seafood. You don't eat everybody's seafood. When you from Savannah, you know what good seafood is. So I hear the spots that I did try was not good.
Let's just go to McDonald's. Get a fish fillet.
I'm
gonna just say this, right? I'm gonna just say this. I know you're trying to sound modest. I know you're trying to sound modest, but at the end of the day, you wanted to go somewhere nice, and you hoped he could afford it. I done been to Papados plenty of times. That bill was at least $250.
At least.
I did not look. I did not look, and I did not.
You're not gonna look because you're not gonna pay.
If you ask me where I want to go,
if you ask me where I want to go,
and I tell you where I want to go, I expect you to be able to have the money to foot the bill.
She ordered the. She's with her eyes closed.
But look at how he made the first impression on you. But look at how he made the first impression. He went exactly where you mentioned. He took you exactly where you said. He made the first impression.
And I respected that. Okay, and he could have said no.
In your eyes, you could say, like, "Hey, man, he got money to spend."
No, he could have said no. I just respected the fact that he chose a place that I like.
If he would not have taken,
he didn't choose it. You did.
Exactly. Subliminally, you said the place, so you already chose.
Bruh, that's not subliminally. He asked a question literally, and I answered it. And when we got there,
you could have said, "I don't know any." You could have said, "I don't know any seafood spots."
Right there.
I do. That would be me lying.
Right.
How often you go to Papados? How often you go to Papados?
You could have said, "I want seafood. Do you know some places?"
There you go.
Right.
Why would I say that when I know?
Because you know where you want to go.
Yeah. She should have said, "You ain't cute for real, so let me not break the bank." That's what you should have said.
Y'all didn't go.
Y'all putting too much on it. It wasn't even that serious.
Let me let Phoebe say something, and I'm probably gonna move on.
Go ahead, Phoebe. Looking like a Freemason.
I have a question.
It's a Freemason. Damn.
I have a question.
I don't want to roast tonight.
Listen, how do you all feel about a female paying the bill though? He asked her where she wanted to go, right? And she mentioned this place. all of us who've been to Capitol know that it's not that expensive. It's not the most expensive seafood spot, but at the same time, it's a little pricey. So even if she mentioned it and she offered to pay for Dutch, how would you all feel about that?
I wouldn't let no girl pay for the first date. That's against my rules.
Yeah, me neither. I wouldn't either. It's disrespectful.
Right.
Super disrespectful.
If a woman tells me I'm paying for it on the
That's what
first
I would
date,
say.
I'm be like, that means you don't like me like that. I'm gonna be honest.
No, I wouldn't take it as that. I would say that she's a generous woman and she likes me. But for right now, baby, let me be a man. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
I don't mind you
No.
paying the bill at all, but tonight is my night.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
why
But
should
Mac
let you
Mom,
be a man
you
and pay
gotta.
the bill, but you can't? You won't let her choose the plate?
No, I don't mind. I don't care. You know I'm with the shits.
If
So that's only the first night. The first night. That's only the first date that you wouldn't let her pay.
Yeah. If it's a second date, and
But second or third date, you let her pay.
Maybe like the fourth.
If she
Like
offer,
the fourth date.
You can pay. You can pay after I smash. Let me say something. I'm gonna just say it like this: if we go on the first date and you try to pay half the ticket, that is subliminally telling me that I need to drop you off at home, and I don't like that. Let me just drive home, and you be like, "Where you going?"
Why
I
do
like
you
that
think
type
that,
of shit.
though?
Yeah, that's
Because
facts. If a girl,
go ahead,
go ahead,
man. No, I'm
I'll
saying.
just finish. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying if you offer to pay half, that is you taking your vagina off the table. That's how I take it.
Right.
Because sometimes I don't know nothing about a woman paying half on the first date. So I mean that would just throw me off. And I didn't buy condoms or nothing, but I still want to. You know what I'm saying? You're telling me subliminally that this ain't working out, and I'm gonna take it offensively. So guess what, woman? No, you're not paying. So then, if you do play me, you're gonna feel guilty when you're sleeping with that other nigga.
Let me say
Sorry.
this on the second date, if she pays, I would say that means that she really likes you, especially if she takes her time to actually want to go out on a date. That means
Right.
she actually appreciates you. She probably cares a little bit more if she willing to pay on the second, third dates. Because already off the rip, if she's going, that lets you know that she's probably interested. And if she's paying, that means she really interested. Come on.
So
Okay, what if she asks you on a date before you ask her? What if she just met you, like you guys just met, and she asks you out on a date?
I've done
What if
that
she
before.
asks? Okay,
I've
what
done
if she
that.
asks you out on a date and then she offers to pay? You still gonna be offended by that?
I'm still
that's different.
I wouldn't, but
Because I'm gonna
see
still
the thing
give her
about it,
some.
it's a pride thing with me. I done
I'm
that
giving her
before.
some.
I had a female that had a bag, and she trying to prove to me that she got a bag, and she fucked it off on me the first time, and she gave me some on the first night.
Hey,
So
shout out to Mark.
that was like a out of nowhere play right there.
Mark said, JB, I know some broke guys over 6'2" that's taking women to White Castle and they're still getting the cheeks with no hassle.
Facts.
Yeah, me, motherfucker.
Right.
I do all the above. Don't get it fucked up.
But see, the thing about if you oh, sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and switch topics, y'all. I'm sorry.
Do it.
Huh?
What are you doing?
I'm trying to help you.
No, it's okay.
You're eating.
Do.
You are
You
eating.
relax. No. You relax, baby. I do. No. Stop. Go. Your daughter. Go. Take time, your daughter. Okay.
I ain't gonna lie, that you want to trade in my model.
What?
You want to trade in your model? Hold on.
Might trade in my model upgrade.
She heard.
Being honest.
She
hearing. She hearing.
Oh man. Just
So
do
what
it in the
y'all think
camera.
about? What y'all think about? I guess what she did for him for his overseas woman.
I just want to
Not
say.
hold on. Somebody talking. Who background is that? All right, I had to mute some people. Damn, I forgot what the hell I was about to say. But her being overseas compared to American women, him not wanting to, or he was about to help clean up, and she said no, sat him down, went straight to cleaning up. In America right now, the women on this panel, if a guy goes to wanting to clean up, are y'all gonna stop him, or y'all gonna let him help y'all clean up?
No.
Look
Or
at
you
Ed's
gonna
face.
fully cater and submit to him?
No.
I'm just curious.
Look at Ash's face.
No, hell no.
You know the
You
answer.
want to put that in the trash? Go put it in the trash. Why would I jump to put something in the trash? Hell, I'd be proud. I'd be like, look at
You
my
can help out
man.
your
Look,
man.
he's
Yeah,
doing.
I was just
Nine
gonna
times
say
out of
that.
10. Okay, I'm gonna say
So
this real quick.
Seeing that you got women out there that's willing to cater like that, though.
No, what I'm saying is, I am a person who cleans nonstop. Like, I have OCD with it. Everybody who come to my house, like, dang, yo, I'd be like, let me clean up. They be like, ain't nothing to clean up. But if you take the role to be like, oh, let me put this in the trash after we eat, because it looked like they had just got something to eat. If you be like, okay, let me go put this in the trash, you think I'm gonna say no, let me put that in the trash? Hell no. Thank you, babe.
So you feel like there's no competition out there with the other women that's willing to do it a little bit better than you?
No, I'm not rushed. I'm not trying to be in competition with a woman to clean up some damn trash. No.
It's for your man, though.
Y'all wonder why y'all lose them. Y'all wonder why y'all
No,
lose
it's
them.
not.
Hey, I gotta play.
Miss Phoebe, what you feel like? Hold on, Phoebe, what you gotta say?
I'll clean up. I'll clean the table wherever we eat at. I'll take care of that. Now, I'm being honest. Am I fast to get the garbage out of the house and take it out to the garbage in the back? Like, we got garbage cans. We got like 4 lined up by our garage, right? And Tuesday morning is garbage day. He'll do that. But as far as dinner, I'm not gonna say that I do it every time we sit down and eat. I'm not even gonna over exaggerate with that. But I will get the plate. I got it. I'm gonna clean up. I'm gonna straighten up. Got a garbage can, like in our bedroom. Got a garbage can in the bathroom on the second level and shit like that. I'll get that shit up and I'll put it in the big garbage, like on our back porch. But for me to sit up there, I will. If it's full, I'm gonna take it out. I'm not.
Every time, though. I'm talking about every time. Like, don't let him. Like,
every time me taking the big bag out to the garbage can outside by the garage.
Oh no, not the big bag.
We talking about more inside.
Stuff around the house,
yeah,
but that's what I'm saying. Inside, I will do it. Now, do I get up and do it every time? That's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna over exaggerate and say that I do. Sometimes he'll be like, "Man, I got it." You would tell me, but I will. I'm not one to sit there and just expect him to just get up and do that because it's garbage. If it needs to be clean, clean it up. You get what I'm saying?
Question. Why do the Thailand and other ethnicity group women why do they do that? The ones overseas.
That's how they grow up. That's how they grow up. We don't know why they do it. What they do, we ain't grew up over there.
Okay, but if you have that out there, why would someone choose you over that?
Who cares?
Honestly,
go there.
I don't care. Why? Why would
go
I care?
There. Why?
I'm not from
I'm just asking.
Thailand.
What? But JB,
Who cares? Go there.
With the mindset like that, though, do y'all not wonder why you might not be able to hold on to the guy you have? See, I'm telling you. Hold on, I'm telling y'all this. I'm telling y'all this to take notes because obviously y'all don't know better.
Take notes is crazy. This is a whole different country. This is a whole different dynamic.
It don't matter.
Women.
It don't matter.
We
they
don't.
humans.
So you saying
women just like you.
May I speak my piece on this subject, please?
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Humans, cuz.
Okay, first of all, few things. Number one, that's a skit. Number two,
no, that's not no skit, bro. They do be acting like that.
No, I've been to these countries, so I know how they are. But here's the thing. You have to factor in the reason why black women here ain't doing that shit is because they work hard as we do here. That lady is a maid. She's a housewoman. She supposed to do that shit. She does not work. Okay, I'm gonna tell you that. Okay? So when black women come home and they see you doing some shit, they not gonna take it out your hand because in their mind they gonna think you helping me out. That's their mind state. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is this: if you're a housewife, that's what you're supposed to do. That's for any woman.
Right.
If you don't work and you in the house and you're a housewife and I'm solely taking care of you, you better take the motherfucking garbage out of my hand.
Okay.
I ain't touching no garbage.
Hold on.
Because you ain't got shit else better to do.
Are you saying like take the garbage like outside to the trash can?
No, I'm saying
in the house.
No, I'm saying I will chip in and take the garbage. I'm gonna do my manly shit, but I'm saying what she's doing, any woman should do that if they're a housewife.
Let's say you're paying 100% of the bills and she's still not a housewife. Let's say she works.
That's how they go most of the time.
Exactly. That's why I said that. That's why I said that.
We gonna be realistic. Ain't no black woman taking shit out your hand. We just gonna be
And,
real.
and
We ain't gonna
Yeah,
even. We
especially
ain't
not
gonna
they
no
sit
gonna
here.
trash.
take your phone out
We
your
not gonna
hand.
even
Especially
fool
not no
Yeah,
ourselves with
women
that
trash.
shit.
mowing the law either. You know what I'm
They'll
saying?
take the
Nothing that
phone
crazy.
though. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll
Oh,
definitely take
Shovel
your
in the
phone.
snow.
nah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
women ain't taking phones like that no more. We
Yeah,
don't want
they
our children
are.
losing weight. We is not
Yeah.
we is not trying to be losing
So
weight
well,
and we ain't got
if that's what make women lose weight, take the phone, ladies. If that's what you got to do to lose weight, take your nigga phone and nigga
Take
be
the
cheating
phone. I tell
and be
them all the
cheating.
time. You want to lose weight, get a stressful nigga.
That's
You
a
will lose that shit
Yeah, I
strategy.
think.
instantly.
No, I think
It's a
that's
No,
part
you
of the
strategy.
problem,
definitely
though.
will. You most definitely will. I agree. I agree.
Yeah. Nah, but for real though, like if
I
you look
think
at
I
that,
like it's nothing wrong with catering to your man though.
No, it's
No,
not.
No,
nobody said there's nothing
that's
wrong
Ultimately,
with
mostly what we was
that.
talking about.
ultimately those women are raised to need their man, and so with that mind state of needing your man, you try your best to make his life easier. You know what I'm saying? So
right?
this is where they come when they do things like that. See, women in our culture are raised not to need a man, and so
Yeah.
their first thought is not to make your life easier. Their first thought is how to make themselves easier. Women are the most selfish beings in the world. Let's just be honest.
Facts.
They
Oh
definitely
my
they are,
God.
and I don't mean and I don't mean to be an
What's
asshole,
wrong,
but
Vita?
women
What's
are
wrong, Coach
very
Vita?
selfish.
Miss Vita is
What's
Women are
mad,
wrong,
very
Coach
man.
Vita?
selfish. Y'all
Miss
very
Vita is
selfish, and
mad.
this is why
Hold
the
up, Mac.
state.
Hold on,
This
Mac.
is not
Let's
true.
You think y'all selfless? Cause y'all are selfish.
Oh,
Don't
oh
do
my
that.
God. First of all, women are this the
hold on,
difference
Phoebe. You can go
between
after Coach Vita.
the difference between how we socialize and the way y'all socialize. When girls from day one, the minute she could walk a little bit good, she get responsibility. She is told she better watch this, clean this, pick up that, know how to do. Like she's reared either from fantasy through Disney movies and or servicing and putting everybody else before herself. So
Right.
finally, when she says, "Forget that, I'm not doing that no more," then she's in probably 30 years old, 40 years old, and figured out people don't care about me the way I go all in for everybody else and just deny myself. So I don't know.
I
So
think
if
that
a
might be a
woman
different
is
time
That's
period. I think
that's
you're talking about a different
projection.
time
That's
period.
for you projecting for real.
That ain't
That's
happening no
not true at
more.
all. Nah.
Yeah, you say she
First of
automatically
I
just
don't
all,
know what the
y'all
hell
need to
women you
roll.
stop
talking
with
about.
this.
These women don't even know how to cook.
Your
Yeah.
mother, your grandma, and that's probably now today. Because they seeing it's not. Y'all got to understand that a woman is a receiver and an amplifier, which means whatever situation she's put in, such as a relationship, and the man is not concretely showing her what it's like to be under his leadership on his program, in his care, what to do, what's her role, and all what he's expecting, and got her in a secure spot in her mind, then she's not gonna cook. She's not gonna do that. She's not gonna do all of because what is that worth to her when you could do all of that and the nigga still will turn around and play you?
Because you
So
worried about the wrong shit. That's what the
I'm not
problem
worried
is.
about it. I'm trying to tell y'all leadership
Nah,
is first. It's like y'all want women to lead the relationship.
No, we don't,
no,
Vita.
it
You
ain't
are
even that.
Phoebe,
absolutely
let Phoebe,
wrong.
y'all
The
let
fact
hold on.
that you
Let Phoebe say
chose.
what she gotta say, Red.
Yeah,
Let
hold on.
Phoebe
One at a
wanted to go
time. Yeah,
next.
one at a time. Yeah, Phoebe. Hold on. Let me unmute her.
I gotta pee. I'll be right back.
We have jumped. Oh my God, I don't even know what I was going to say at first, right? Um, wait. Something to what Vita just said,
What you
right?
sipping on?
I was married before. And in school, working full time. I was working full time at the bank. I was a telesupervisor. I was in school for multi science. I had both my kids back to back, right? 11 months apart. By the time he came home, I was pregnant. I had a baby in my arms. I got a pen stuck behind my ear. I'm trying to study. I got food going, and this nigga like to take baths. Ran his bath water. He the one that got me hooked on whiskey. I had him a glass of ice cold water and his motherfucking cocktail ready for him. I served him his dinner. I did all of that, right? Um, verbal abuse, a lot of shit I went through. And at some point, I got tired. Women were naturally, to me, catered to the men. We'll do a lot of things that you guys are talking about, right? But if we go through a lot of trauma behind that, it's kind of hard for us to keep that act up. I feel that within myself, and I'm speaking for me, and I don't know what you guys have experienced as being a man and the women that you all deal with and listen to y'all talk. It's very sad. I'm almost embarrassed to be a woman at this point because y'all just steady throwing shots left and right. And I all I can do is speak for myself, right? But it's like women are willing to take the load off the man, right? Because we know you guys have a lot to deal with when you go outside the house to come home and provide for us. We understand that. We really do. I don't mind cleaning up. I don't mind catering to you. But when we're going to work too to try to help out and we're putting towards the bill or doing whatever it is you're doing, if it's a business, you're investing, you're taking our money and doing all of that, it is a lot on us too. I don't see anything wrong with sharing the chores in the house. I don't see anything taking the load off of that man, but the way you guys are speaking, all men don't speak like you guys. All men don't act like you all. So you all are saying what you all would do and how you would handle the situation. We can just speak off of the experience that we had. Because to me, I did all of that shit. But the things that you all are saying that you all were doing, what you all expect, I didn't get that shit.
No.
I didn't fucking get it. So if the thing is kind of... Go ahead. What was you going to say?
I don't want to jump into your situation, but even with your situation earlier, you said you do all those things, but you still didn't even accept something that guy wanted from you. So that's kind of...
I'm talking about my ex-husband right now.
Okay.
What I was talking about before is my current.
Okay.
Right.
Well, now I'm being honest. Coming into my
right? You got husbands all over this motherfucker.
I don't got husbands all over this motherfucker. I have one, and yes, I'm the one that divorced him because of the one that I have now. Because I'm like, okay, I need to let this shit go. But my thing is, I did all of that. I did all of that. And you want to know what happened? Nigga told me you gonna be okay because you got a good head on your shoulder. He wanted to play Captain Saberhole for a chick that was
What I just said. What I just said, you do all that shit, and the nigga still a player.
But look, hold on. But see, but hold on. This is
I
Hold on. First and foremost, I muted everybody. I just want to say everybody can't talk over each other because it don't sound right. All right.
Let me just say this. What y'all going through, with these specific situations y'all going through, I mean, it's men across the world that go through that 5 times more than y'all do. Y'all talking about a specific situation, and this is why trauma destroys y'all and builds us, because we can get over that shit. Y'all talking about something that I don't even know how long ago it happened.
Let her finish.
Can I say this real fast? And I'm gonna hand it over, right? What I think y'all need to realize is one thing, and I promise this will change your lives. You have to understand that men and women love differently, okay? Once you get this, you have figured men out, and you will be happy, and you will live happily ever after. Women show their love by being loyal and respectful. Men show love by protecting and providing. You worried about a man cheating, and that's our nature. It's gonna happen. Okay, as long as a man respectful and don't bring shit to the doorstep, and you don't find out about it, at some point a man is gonna want another woman. Okay, so y'all have to get that part out of your head. As long as he's doing what he needs to do for you, that's all you need to worry about. Y'all want all this and all that, and then say, oh, I don't want him, I only want him to have me. You have to understand, and Vita, you know this, because you know nature. You know how men are. Men are naturally promiscuous. It just is what it is by nature. God made us this way. So why do y'all always play crazy and act like y'all don't understand this? You know this.
So let me help you.
Anytime a man is fake, do you know how hard it is for a man to fight against his natural state, which is being around a woman? We are naturally attracted to women. It has nothing to do with nothing else. Y'all think, oh, you can do all this and that. How hard is it for you to stop your period? Try stopping your period and see how hard. That's your nature. Try to stop it. See what happens. It's not. You can't stop it.
Yes,
no
you
matter whether
can.
a man,
you can,
no,
actually.
No, you cannot stop your
can't
period
stop your
unless you take
birth control.
some type of medical
our period
procedure.
or not? No, it's not a medical procedure. We could eat certain things. No, I'm not. I'm dead serious.
What's the
Vita,
diet to stop a period?
Can you
fruit?
What's the diet?
Get on that. That's
hell
natural.
no.
Y'all supposed to have.
Hell no.
Y'all are supposed to bleed.
herbs you
Please
can drink and
stop the cap.
What? How
double cheeseburger.
What we can do and what we can't do with our body?
how, bruh? So I don't even want to hear that. Y'all are supposed to bleed one time a month for how many other days? Stop it. This ain't no y'all can't stop y'all biology.
First of all, it's only 3 women on here. Stop acting like y'all know our bodies more than us. But I'm gonna say this.
Thank you.
I have never heard. Yeah, I don't even want to get into that topic.
Just because you didn't hear it don't mean it's not true. But I'm gonna say it real quick. Women athletes, most of the time don't even have a cycle. They don't have cycles, and that's because of you know how much they exercise and they diet. So if a woman is eating a lot of inflammatory food, she will bleed. But when she bleed less or at none, she's very, very healthy. It is a such thing as not having a cycle.
We're not gonna get into the science of it all, but you get the point I'm trying to make.
I get the point. I got you though. I got you.
No, they're demons.
That's all I'm trying to make. And here's this: if you find a man that's actually super 100% faithful, you should treat that nigga like Jesus. Because do you know how hard it is for that man to fight his natural nature to be with you, to not disrespect you?
Yeah, no, you're right.
But you saying
you know how hard that is.
It's not enough though.
Hold on, let me say this. Mac Mall, you're conflating 2 different principles. Promiscuous and polygamous is not the same thing. Polygamous is when you're respecting your 1 woman, your 2 women, your 3 women, your 4 women. They know about each other. They know how you roll. You're providing and making a care for them so you can be with them and rotate however y'all gonna do it. Promiscuity, it come with lies, deception, manipulation, disrespect, abandonment. That's not what we want. So if you're gonna be polygamous, be polygamous. Be polygamous.
The thing
Promiscuity
about it is
not what
y'all women advocate for honesty so much, and y'all the biggest damn liars.
Right.
That's what I don't understand. Y'all are the biggest deceivers since Eve.
Right.
Since the first woman, y'all been lying.
Y'all made us eat that apple, man.
Y'all ain't been lying.
I mean, let's just be honest.
Y'all ain't been lying. Y'all ain't been lying.
We got to die because of y'all, not us. If we wouldn't have listened to a woman, if he wouldn't have listened to a woman, we would be cool.
If you make a criticism about a man, we're gonna say, "Yep, yeah, we be messing up." When you say this is how women been since the beginning, but what about y'all though? Why is it always that?
Okay, hold on, because y'all
never take accountability.
Hold on, let me say this right. Because
it's always the men's fault. It's always.
Let me just say this: it don't matter who fault it is. This what y'all got to understand as men. If y'all want to be respected for the burden of masculinity, which is the team winning or the team losing. When God came down, he didn't go to Eve. He said, Adam, why did you let your bitch do whatever the fuck I told her not to do?
Because he didn't beat you the fuck up. And guess what?
And you know when he told him,
when you don't discipline your woman,
you made this bitch fuck me.
Hey, look, facts.
Out of my
Blasphemy. This is blasphemy.
This ain't blasphemy.
The women came out of our ribs.
You made her for me. Fuck you mean?
Right.
Okay, so next thing is this. Y'all got to know that religion demonizes women. Religion demonizes women, and those stories aren't as accurate as what y'all think.
Demonize women. They tell the truth about women. See, when that mirror is in your face, you call it being demonized.
It is though.
It's not about being. No, it's not. It just say your natural nature. And guess what? It's so nasty that you just say, well, y'all demonizing us. No, that's who you are. Ain't nobody mad at it.
It's not. Every religion does that. Every religion does that. And if you don't want to admit it, you don't have to. That's fine. This is why religion really was created for y'all. Because first of all, let me say this. Women do not thrive in fear. We thrive in love. Men thrive under fear. We can't have fear and be the best person, the best woman, the best, and we can't operate like that. Those two things don't coincide for us. We need to feel love.
If that's the case, maybe y'all need to switch it up then.
You know what? Let me comment on what
This ain't about to happen. We going too much back and forth. Y'all just yelling at each other. Y'all ain't even getting out nothing at this point. Y'all just yelling at each other. So I actually want to take it back to the top. If you have a guy that's taking care of all the bills, should he be catered for? If he's paying for everything, should he get a special treatment? Because that's what the initial topic was.
I would. Wait, hold on. I say that, but I'm not running to take no trash out no nigga hand. Period.
See? Already.
You got a faithful man. He should be getting Gok 3,000 every day.
Bruh, what I'm saying is be realistic. Let's be realistic here. If I got a man paying all my bills, of course I'm gonna make sure the household's straight. Am I gonna be sitting down and then I'm gonna make sure he ain't gotta worry about nothing in the house. The food gonna be cooked, the house gonna be clean. I naturally do that anyway. But I'm not, if I see him picking up a bag of trash, I'm not gonna jump and be like, hey babe, let me take that for you. Like, no, I'm being realistic. It's a level to that. Like,
well,
if you want that type of treatment, hire a maid.
Right. That's what I was gonna say. If you was my woman, I would be requiring Gok 3,000 every day because I got a maid. She come once a week, so you don't gotta clean up.
That's fine.
Okay. And I cook and I can cook. So your job is me.
And first of all, why?
Hey, I ain't got no problem with that.
Why is the trash even food? Let her be great.
I just don't understand how you can have a guy that's taking care of 100% of your life.
What you say,
and he don't get 100% back from you.
I said, why is the trash?
They never gonna give 100%.
Why is the trash even full? Why is the trash even full in the first place?
Huh?
Why is the trash even full in the first place?
No, I'm not talking. I'm referring to the video. I'm referring to the video when the girl, when she grabbed the bag of trash out of his hand. It looked like they just had 8, and he was finna just put the bag in the trash. I'm just saying, I'm not finna just run and jump and take that from him to put in the trash.
I mean, you wouldn't say like, hey, don't worry about it. I'll take it. I'll take care of it when we're done.
I mean, I'll tell him, yeah, I'll clean up the food. You ain't got to do it. But if he's already in the process of doing it, do it. Like I'm being realistic. I'm not giving no fantasies or nothing. Like I said, I'll clean up.
And I guess hold on, Miss Vita. You think it's internet stuff? Of course, a guy's gonna have his roles that he's gonna have to play in the household. But I'm telling you, if you got a guy that's taking care of 100% of your life, what benefit is he getting from you?
Okay, that's what I heard, right? Y'all need to stop with it. This one I say this the internet because
it's not. It's real life.
Let me say why, right? Because in real life, people that's really in relationships and not on the internet, like arguing about it. That's why I say it's like 2 different worlds. They know that a relationship is based on accommodation, period, point blank. It's the way the man gonna come in and set up the accommodation so the woman can perform in that which he has set up for her to perform in. So even if a man is paying 100% of the bills, okay, great. If that's the only agreement that she care about, then she gonna be doing everything else with no problem. But if that's not the only agreement, then he's gonna be having to do more than that too. But if a man is saying, why do I gotta throw this away? Why you ain't taking this out of my hand? Like, cause you can
ain't no respect. Ain't no respect at that
point. Some things don't even have to be said.
Facts.
We are talking about the video.
We're not talking about a guy not taking out the trash at home. Of course, the man is already gonna have his masculine duties that he's just gonna do automatically. But we talking about what are you gonna be doing?
Right, above and beyond instead of just being there.
Let me help you, Red Pill, because I know y'all never had this. Because the way the shit okay, because this one I'm saying, right? So I could talk from my own personal situation because 10 years in my marriage, that I stayed at home every day. I was at home every day. So, but and my nigga never said why you didn't take this garbage out of my hand and route to me going to the garbage.
They not gonna say it.
Yeah, we're not gonna say it.
JB just said that.
It's already gonna
it don't matter if he said or not. If it's not, even if he try to make it like it should be understood as that. If he want to throw something away, he gonna throw it away.
Okay, Vita, this is okay. Hold on. JB, let me say this. Hold on. Let me say this real quick. The point is if a man let's say he dating you and then he go to a party or some shit and you ain't go or whatever and they just cleaning up and he over there, he finna go take the trash or whatever. And this girl's like, nah, I got you. Don't even trip. Cause you've been sitting there, you've been doing it. You bought everything for the party, all this shit. And she walk up and she be like, nah, don't worry about it. I got it. Like it's like what you call it? It's a premonition or some shit. It's like something
It's
that
natural accommodation. Nobody gotta ask nobody that.
But the point is you sitting there saying, oh well, if you already that's what Grace said. If you already in motion, I ain't finna do it. Do you know how you separate yourself from being the typical bitch in the modern day world? You do shit like that, and it's so small.
God,
it's so easy. No, hold on. But this is the thing. Hold on.
Yes,
But this is. This is hold on. Let me finish it. This is the difference. The difference is for me as a man, for me as a man to separate myself, I got to go out here and work 20, 30, 40 more hours than the next man. You can take a bag out of my fucking hand when I'm finna take it to the trash can and separate yourself. That's what the fuck we talking about.
Because that's gonna determine if we gonna stay together or not. You absolutely right. This is the real world. This is how
don't even worry about it. I'm done. I know
you're done because if that was the case, go get you a woman that's gonna do that and not whatever you talking about is what she not doing. Go get a woman that is doing
it's
that.
It's not what you not doing. It's exceeding the expectation. That's so easy to do, but you so mad at it.
Get you a woman. Why you on the internet? Get you a woman in real life.
Bro, we having a discussion. You don't know what I'm going through.
Because y'all got this shit in real life.
Bro, I'm not even gonna go there with you, cuz.
I get taken care of.
What the fuck is y'all talking about?
Hey,
I got motherfuckers that cook for me.
Hold on, Jay. What'd you say?
What the fuck is you talking about?
What,
nigga?
I was telling Miss Vita. Hold on, Red Pill. I was saying that I was married. And I get taken care of. Yeah, and I get taken care of. It's already understood. Certain things I don't have to say or do. It's already understood.
What I'm saying. That's my point.
We're having a discussion about something that we saw online, and we can't sit here and say that it does not happen in the real world. I know you're trying to say it's internet stuff, man. Them just videos and clips. That don't happen in real life. It does. Why you think there's so many broken relationships out there? Because the women not corresponding to what guys usually really want. They're not.
I don't got to do. Okay, let me say this.
The guys who are doing the
let me help you out, JB. You trying to JB? What you saying right now? Because I was married too. How long you been married, JB?
Since 2017. I built my chick since 2009, though.
I'm talking about y'all been living together. How long? Every day living together.
Since about 20.
Just put the years. I don't want to add. I ain't say I was a mathematician. Give me the years.
I'm not good at that. I remember the dates. I can't add them all up. I just
okay, so what's your date? Go ahead with the year.
I've been with her since 2009. We've been living together since about 2014-ish.
Okay, so 2025, that's almost 10 years. So you've been living with her 10 years. So we got the same amount of living every day with the same person for 10 years straight. Right. Yeah. And clearly you get catered to, I got catered to, right? So we gonna come from different points of view.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, no, my bad. Go ahead. Right.
Yeah, we gonna have different points of view because you got catered to, I got catered to. We gonna come from different points of view. Tell me right now, JB, was it not understood if I just got up and took plates, garbage or whatever out your hand, cleaned it up, served you didn't need to ask your wife, she just did it, correct?
Yeah.
Thank you. That's my whole point. This all I'm saying about this is that on the internet, people that ain't experienced this in real life got 100 opinions. I'm just saying, on the internet, they're gonna have 100 opinions. In real life, both people is just doing that, and ain't nobody. And if they are arguing about that, let's say if the woman saying, "Hey, can you do more? Can you do more?" Or if the man saying, "Can you do more?" Now it's getting down to the specifics of that relationship and what it needs to stay intact and survive. Other than that, if we gonna stay in general, each person accommodates each person. That's all we saying. That's all I'm saying. Let me say that's all I'm saying.
In a perfect world, yeah. In a perfect system,
so your marriage perfect.
Relationship,
your marriage perfect and my marriage perfect.
To tell you, a lot of people do not do that. They don't accommodate each other. They don't.
Oh my! In the real world, the people I know,
divorce rates.
JB, you've been with your girl since 2009, so you not talking from experience, and neither am I. And I got 100 more examples of people that's been married past 10 years, and this is still how they roll. Each person accommodates each person.
I know a lot of single people. I'm gonna just be honest, and I know
a
lot of.
So you coming from a single perspective? My point again, people that have not lived with somebody, they in and out for 10 years.
I understand both sides. I understand both sides of it.
Okay,
Vita.
Me too.
Vita.
Obviously not.
Hold on, Ma. What's up, Ma? What you got to say?
I just want to know. I just want to know Vita's skincare routine. That's all I want to know. Nothing crazy.
So silly. I am detoxing. I am detoxing. I can say that.
I'm about to switch it up real quick, y'all.
He's got the whole world in his hands. Got the whole world in his hands. Hey, I'm just sitting here on my porch, just looking. What am I looking at? I'm looking to the hills from whence cometh my help. For my help, some of y'all know the rest. I just wanted to come on and just tell everybody, just be as calm as you can.
The text message in particular, Tyler Perry is responding to Derek and allegedly, and he's saying no straight man would be going on walks with you or cooking dinner for you unless they wanted to F you. And then I would F you is in the text. Now this text, there's the text go like this. So there is a photo that is sent to Derek of Tyler Perry in the water. He's on off of a jet ski, and he's asking him you don't see like a stud in this photo. Like it's the conversation obviously between two people who are familiar with each other. And then there's another text message where Derek, I guess there was a photo posted or something like that, or maybe Tyler Perry received the photo of Derek walking with another guy, and he's texting him like, oh, I'm jealous, like who's in this photo, type of thing. And Derek is responding like, oh, it's just, he names the guy or whatever the case may be. There's another text message conversation where Tyler Perry is having a conversation allegedly with Derek about when are you going to be able to have sex without any guilt.
I just know as a light skinned man, stay away from Tyler Perry because he like them light skinned niggas, man.
Yeah, he does. Praise.
Especially the ones that get the draws from H&M.
Y'all don't remember.
I'm playing, big dog. I'm just joking with you, bro.
Y'all don't remember Christian Keys, one of Tyler Perry's actors, who at first he the one told everybody like Tyler Perry had came on to him and he was doing his whole sexual harassment, like basically trying to just tell everybody his experience and how Tyler Perry came on to him at his house one time. So it's not shocking. Like I'm not shocked at all that this is actually happening because he's been accused of that before.
Yeah, I don't know who thought Tyler Perry was straight, honestly.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know
Hold on. How many movies did the dude do? The dude you talking about, how many movies did he do with Tyler Perry?
He was in a lot of Tyler Perry plays. Now movie wise, I don't remember which. I don't think he was in.
They said something about he did like 46 episodes for Tyler Perry.
You talking on that new show? On that new show, he was
shows with some seasons or some shit.
I just know Christian Keys from all the Tyler Perry plays. He was just one of the main people because he was attractive, of course, and Tyler Perry like them pretty boys.
Yeah, all it was Buddy wasn't no cheap hoe. He wanted to get paid, and Buddy wasn't trying to pay him.
He's really a female because when the money ran out, he wanted to act like Tyler Perry tried to harass him or some shit. That's what women do, bro.
No, Tyler Perry promised him a TV show, and he never got it.
Yeah, well, he probably acted out. I don't know.
Yeah. He told him if I don't get my show, I'm going public. And he thought he was bullshitting. He wasn't bullshitting.
So y'all think he a homosexual?
Who, Tyler?
Yeah.
Obviously, if you got the messages, they got AI and shit now, so you never know. So I ain't gonna say until it come out. But I mean, here in Chicago, they say everybody gay here, so I'm used to hearing that shit. So until they prove it, I don't believe that shit.
Nah, he gay. He play a woman too well. He gay.
No, he definitely is.
He play a woman better than he played his own character in his movies. Tyler Perry is horrible as a man in his movies.
He act like a homosexual man in movies.
Yeah.
And people in Atlanta, all them that know him say he gay. They be like, no, he's gay. He gay.
And see, that's the thing, right? I get it. It's movies, it's entertainment. But like me as a man, I would not feel comfortable in a dress. Like I just can't do it. There's no amount of money you can pay me for me to put on a dress and act like a female. I just can't do it. I can't do it.
I think ones who do it, the ones who do it, they actually want to do it. Like really funny comedians, people who like playing as characters. I think they actually. I don't think people force everybody to play a woman. I think some
black men they do.
I don't think they
I don't
force them.
believe
I
that
think
shit.
they actually want to do it.
White
Like,
chicks.
Hell
What about
no.
like
Don't believe
white
that
chicks?
shit.
What about
All
Marlon and
black great
Don't believe
actors
that shit.
played girls
what about
except for
Sean and
Denzel
Marlon and
Washington.
white chicks?
I
Everybody
seen
love them.
I was in LA one night and it was like this little improv room right down the street. I was down in on Lancashire in North Hollywood, and it was just this little comedy club. And Sean came in there and he was talking about the white chick shit. He was like, motherfuckers be trying to act like I'm gay. He's like, nigga, they pay you $10 million to do some shit. What you finna say? He was like, bro, them
No.
niggas, they far from homosexual. Well, I mean, that's you. But he was like,
Right.
I'm not
That's why I
finna
say
turn down 10 million.
I'm not gonna say that somebody's wrong for doing it. If that's what you want to do, and you could wear that suit for and do what you want to do, hey,
Yeah.
kudos to you, man. Because some
They,
people don't feel. I cannot dictate what somebody else can take.
I
yeah.
know a lot of
I'm
dudes
saying me
growing.
personally, I can't do this shit.
I knew a lot of dudes growing up that just that are really good at mimicking women. I'm not saying that somebody
Facts.
told them to do it, but some dudes are just like a very comedic. They can mimic women very easy. And I think the guys who do it on screen, I don't think all of them were told like, "Hey man, get over here and put this dress on." White Hollywood wants you to do this. I think some of them they just actually want to do it because they just are true comedians. That's what I
Maybe
think.
today.
The only
Maybe
men that know
today,
how to
but
play women is the
Nah,
niggas that grew up without a daddy with a bunch of aunties.
no, because
But you,
Dave
I don't know.
Chappelle came out about that. Chris Tucker said he fought them on that, and that's why he ain't go back with Cuba. The guy that did it on Big Mama House said he was fucked up out of that. When Urkel did it on Family Matters, he said he was fucked up after that. They don't, most of them in the 10, 20
bro.
years ago in the game, they didn't want to. It was forced on them. They did it,
Yeah, bro.
and it fucked them up, and they didn't want to do it no more. So all of them don't be want to do that.
Just imagine working hard and then somebody telling you that, oh yeah, you got this because of this, bro. Just think about it. And throw all this out the window. Just think about it. Say you go out here and you work hard and you sacrifice. You sleep nights. You don't sleep. You do a lot of shit, and then somebody come up with a conspiracy theory about you and be like, yeah, he did this because of this and that. Nigga, fuck you in your day. Fuck that. If the nigga
But
feel
they
like he got an address,
came
then
out
ain't
and
nobody
said
punk you into no dress. When Dave Chappelle said they called him in the
they
room
did.
for Half Baked or not half, it was Blue Streak or something. I think it was Blue Streak. And they said they called him in the room to do the script, and he said, "I don't want to do that." And they came back in 10 minutes later with the script without the dress. He said, "I didn't have to do it." If you don't want to do it, you ain't got to do it, nigga.
No,
Fuck is y'all
he
talking
said
about,
he
bro?
fought. No, he fought them on it. They kept pushing them and said, "This is the script. You have to do this." And Dave Chappelle, because he built his own empire, said, "I ain't doing it." And look what happened to Dave Chappelle after that. He fell off the scene for 10 years, left the country, all that shit. You don't understand the witchcraft and all that devil worshiping shit they do in Hollywood. Period. To the actors and the
Cap, bro.
actresses
It's
And
cap.
and
that
I
That's
come
what
out
they tell.
now.
That's what
Like,
they
what
tell
are
you
you
on
talking
the
about?
I
internet.
honestly believe
That's
it's
what
an
they
attack on our
told
black
you on
actors
the
to be
internet.
women
That's what they
because
told you on the
you
internet. I don't
never
know
see
nothing
Tom Hanks,
about that.
Cruise, none of these what's the dude that played Indiana Jones, Tom Ford. You never seen none of these powerful white actors play women. You never seen this. Like
But it's a
it
lot of,
seems like it's
but it's
all our top black
do play
actors
women
have
like
been
Ron
women.
Williams
You said who?
because they want to do the shit, bro.
No, they
Robin
don't.
Williams did it. Who was a better actor than him?
No, I'm not saying that white
Yo,
men
Bro,
Robin
don't
white
do it,
Williams
but
is
I can
dress
name
up as females.
a good handful of top white actors that have not been asked to play women. But I can
They got a
name
lot of white
most
You don't
black.
actors.
know if been. You don't
No,
know
no,
if
no,
they've
no,
been.
no.
Hold on. You
Listen,
don't know if.
hold on.
But Mac,
None of the men. Now listen. Ocean 11 was 7 powerful white actors. Now one of them played
right?
women ever.
I
That's
think Brent.
just one movie.
I
That's
think Brent.
7. Think of Ocean 11. All them that was on that heist are powerful white actors. You never seen now one of
Right.
them in a dress.
I think
Not now
Brent.
one of them.
I think Brent
Because
said
they
he wrong.
said no.
But
Because
that's
they
what it
said
seemed
no.
like they
Just because they
targeting us
Hold
though.
on,
but
they're not
but you acting like
comedians
they
either
wasn't
though.
proposition with it.
They're not comedians either. Like none of those guys are
Okay,
comedians.
so y'all finna act like our men and the agenda or attack on our masculine men. It's not an agenda and an attack on them. That's what I'm just trying to see.
Ain't no
Specifically in
fucking. It
Hollywood.
ain't no agenda. They
I don't
ask you.
think
You
it's an
want to.
agenda.
Hell no, they no damage, bro. Bro, we've been so brainwashed for the past 20 years with this fucking internet, bro. You can put a video together. I done seen a nigga put a video together and made believe Santa Claus was real. I just seen it. I was like, damn, boy, that might be for real.
Man,
Okay.
they attacking our black entertainers and
Thank
actors.
you. I don't know where you been.
It just now it's Tyler Perry. First it was R. Kelly, then it was Bill Cosby. They attacking all our greats, bro. Like just, don't act like y'all don't see this shit. They attacking all our greats. They trying to blemish every great black man with something on his record, bro.
If he's guilty though, if he's guilty,
who Puffy?
Whose fault? No, Tyler. Whose fault is it? If he's
it's
guilty?
Definitely his.
That's what I'm saying. So can we really say that they trying to like stain a motherfucking image?
Yes, because I'm gonna tell you right now, Elvis Presley married his wife at 14, just like R. Kelly did Aaliyah. And this nigga got statues and museum up in Memphis to this day. And I wish you would try to say anything about Elvis. You would get your ass whooped by white people.
We're gonna sit right here and act like R. Kelly didn't do things outside of just the Aaliyah
situation.
Nigga,
we grew up in Chicago. We've been knowing about his ass since I was in high school. That shit ain't no secret here. It's no secret. Everybody in Chicago know about this man. Y'all just don't know. Y'all just finding out.
I get what you're saying, but she only named one thing about Elvis. That's it.
All I'm saying is he was a pedophile too. He was a pedophile too. All them niggas all them white boys be pedophile. They invented the shit. They nature is bestiality, homosexuality, cannibalism, and goddamn it, human and child sacrifice. That's who run this shit. But we the face of it. I mean the face of it.
This is part of the problem, which is why I got out of being pro-black, because this is what I don't.
You don't gotta be pro-black.
This is what I'm trying to say though. Y'all act like we're incapable of doing any wrong.
I'm not.
And that's the problem. No. A lot of people that's pro-black act like we're unable of doing anything heinous, anything wrong. You know, we just above all that. It's only everybody else. It's never us.
So let me ask you this:
we have
let me say this for Oprah, because Oprah was quick to take down all our men, our melanated men. But however, she was propping up everybody she took and put on camera and propped up was exposed for pedophilia. And she did not one interview, not one documentary, not none of that about them. And it took the internet to expose all the white boys she was running behind and praising and all that. But all the brothers that she was bringing down, she only brought them down. So this is
trying to praise any group. I'm not trying to say one is better than the other, but I'm still trying to say that we're not above the bad shit.
But JB, you got to understand, sex trafficking, human trafficking, cannibalism, all that, eating kids and all that adrenochrome, all that shit, that's real. This ain't fake. It's real. Sure. And that Hollywood run on killing kids, taking their blood, all these Disney characters that came out and said, this is what we do. They rape us all the time. All this, they saying it out their own mouth. And they saying who's behind this, but our men are the face of it. Come on, man. That's all we saying.
How are black men the face behind it when you got plenty of white guys who've been getting blasted in the media or whatnot about you got Jeffrey Epstein, the island. I mean, you got
he supposed to be dead. He ain't got blasted for real because he supposed to been dead and he gone. So who else you talking about? Because our men take raps.
No, for sure. We had the dude, Kevin Spacey. I mean, he kind of disappeared or whatnot, but he came out for a little while. He had a situation or whatnot.
Okay, the media didn't carry it like they did R. Kelly, Michael Jackson, Bill Cosby. They didn't do that.
Okay, but what I'm trying to say is that I hate to say it, a lot the entertainment industry, they involved in more things behind the scenes that just kind of put it to the forefront. I hate to say it.
Okay, so what we saying
what I'm trying to say is with R. Kelly, you got him in the music industry, the child allegations, the pissing, all this shit. It's not a good light. It makes it even worse because of the culture that it's in.
It's people that did 100 times worse than R. Kelly that done trafficked, ate, killed 100 children, and it can be proven. And they not on the news ever or nothing. That's all we saying is if both people doing it, let both people get the same media coverage, get the same exposure, get the same name tarnish, get all their money and shit and they empires that they took.
If you don't control the media, you still got to play the game accordingly to the system that you live in. We don't control the media, so why not play the game accordingly? Why not act right? Why not act accordingly? Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to justify other coaches. No. I'm not trying to justify other coaches doing it, but it's almost like you're trying to play the tit for tat game. Oh, they doing it too. Why you not putting them at the forefront?
It's not that. It's that all of them doing it and who getting in trouble and who getting pushed. That's the face of it. So basically you saying if somebody committed a crime, if somebody did a 10 times worth crime than me, and I did some shit too, knowing it ain't probably a nigga in no neighborhood that ain't dealt with an underage girl such as under 18, 16, 17, 18, whatever, right?
No, okay. Hold on. You said it ain't no guy that has not done that?
I said it's no neighborhood where you can't find just a regular guy that did that. That's what I'm saying. That slept with a girl probably 16, 17, 18.
There's probably a lot of guys around.
What was the point? I'm confused at where the topic done went to. So
because JB and Red Pill, let me say this, let that be great. JB and Red Pill was saying when me and Mac Ma was saying, it's an agenda against our men for them to wear dresses and also get took down from they throne or empire that they built of greatness. Okay. And we saying it's equal and even more of white boys that did worse than that, and they don't get took down in the media or in the court system and all that like our men do. So JB and Brad Pitt saying no. Me and Mac Ma saying yes. That's
if they get caught, they get.
Yeah, no, exactly. I'm with you, Red Pill. Go ahead.
Yeah, and if they get caught, they going through the same shit, bro. It ain't like you want to say somebody white did it and they get 65 years and I'm black and I got 67. Like if that's what you want to say, then go there. But at the end of the day, they not letting that shit slide, bro. Like I get what y'all saying.
I think they used to
see,
because
even when the charges is different. You gotta understand, bro. If you understand the streets, but if you got priors, nigga, you're gonna do more anyway. The thing about it is they'll present a situation and be like, well, he did this and he did this. Yeah, but this nigga been in since he was 16, he been in and out of jail. So now he do gotta do 100 years. And this white boy that just got caught the first time in his life, he gotta do 15. Oh, that's racism. No, nigga. Y'all don't get the motherfucking game.
I get the game. I'm a practicing non-attorney legal advocate, though. Don't tell me what I don't get. I get the game, and it's 100 documentaries.
But you're not taking. But your arguments
is what we don't get.
Why not just not?
But your arguments don't substantiate that, though. You're not saying that. Why the white boy got it? Why white boy get less charges than the black dude? Because this nigga went to juvie for 5 years and as a fucking teenager.
Y'all not get First of all. This I know what
I'm just saying.
If you trying to say that the level, the legal playing field for brothers and white boys is level, then I'm gonna just stop the conversation right there. I'm gonna let you have it. That's all I'm saying.
But if you're doing wrong, you're doing wrong. It shouldn't even matter, man. Like when you start playing that race game, he doing this and he doing that. He getting that, but he not getting that. If both of y'all doing wrong, y'all both doing wrong.
But it's the fact of who's getting in trouble for doing the wrong, right? Like
I can agree with that to a certain degree because Hugh Hefner publicized with young girls. He was all over TV and everything with young bitches around him, and they was clearly under 18. So
they was 12.
Okay, Snoop Dogg was doing porn at one point too.
No, he's talking about underage. You talking about, Jamal? That little girl, Hugh Hefner published a 12-year-old girl naked in Playboy. Nothing happened to him. Nothing.
When did that happen?
And Playboy, her name is Brooke Shields. Go look it up. It's called Brooke. Her name is Brooke Shields, and he published her in the 90s, and nothing happened to him. He honored to this day. He's still a Chicago great.
I ain't never heard about that one.
Yeah, he did.
That's tea for me.
When did Brooke Shields get her first Playboy article posted?
Amazing.
That comment, that's Tyler Perry, the one that got Boondocks took off TV because they was the ones outing all this stuff.
They said 10.
Oh, wow.
She was 10.
Hold on. Let me read this real quick. Brooke Shields featured in a Playboy publication called Sugar and Spice in 1975 at the age of 10. Dang. The appearance involved controversial new photographs taken by photographer Gary Gross. Throw that nigga in there. He was just getting paid. With the consent of her mother, Terry Shields. So who is the damn victim? A funky bitch. It ain't got nothing to do with no man. Just as long as you know how women ain't shit.
No. The point is this.
What's the point?
His name is still crystal clean and clear.
Yeah,
and
because he didn't do shit.
Oh wow, my God. Okay, I'm gonna let y'all have it.
What did he do?
On to the next topic because ain't no.
What did he do?
What happened? I'm
He
curious.
published. It's his magazine. What you mean? If it's your magazine and you put a naked 10-year-old in there, you should be in jail. That's pedophilia. That's child exploitation. What you mean he ain't do nothing?
I never said that. I'm trying to find out what.
I'm talking red pill.
You saying that what happened at the end? No, that's just the first overall view. Later, Shields appeared on the cover of the main Playboy magazine in December 1986 when she was 21. There was no, I don't know, like there was criminal charges.
Did they bring up anything about the parents or anything like that? What did they say? Anything about the parents of the child? Just curious.
Well, no, it just said that the parents co-signed it. Well, Terry Shields did.
Oh, the parents,
her mama.
Okay.
Yeah,
those are horrible. Those are horrible parents
with the consent of her mother.
Yeah, those are.
And that's the same thing happened with R. Kelly, the little girl he had sex with. Her all them mothers knew that they was there. I'm from Chicago. Black mom from Chicago. Y'all can kill all that. All of them was in. All their parents knew about that. So anybody saying they didn't know is lying.
They definitely knew.
But you had some that came out that said that it was kidnapped. Oh, right. I'm pretty sure that when that case was going on,
and they was lying. They was lying. I'm telling you right now.
I got a question for Red. Red, you said that ain't had nothing to do with Hugh Hefner.
Yeah.
How? It was his magazine.
How didn't it?
Because I don't know how. I know how the ownership go. I interviewed Benzino. They don't get like they got people that kind of co-sign what they do. So whatever that shit was in 1975,
so
that's what it was.
I got a question. Did he ever, meaning Hugh Hefner, come out and say anything about, well, I didn't approve that. They didn't run that past me. Because even somebody whose name is put on something and it's to that magnitude, they're going to say something if they do not agree with it or they don't want anything to do with it. So if he did not say anything about it, that falls on him 100%.
Right.
They're using his name. So he does have something to do with it.
It still goes back to you don't control the media. My bad. Go ahead, Red Pill Crib.
No, I'm saying when you're a boss like that, like you go in there, you go in meetings and stuff like that, you don't really have, and I'm not saying, and look, I'm not pro this at all. I just want y'all to know that. But I'm saying
like
some people, but that's the misconception with certain shit because you think I'm just reading the facts. How you gonna tell me I'm co-signing the shit? I'm just telling you what it is. And the bitch mama was the one that let her, but the bitch mama, the little girl mama was the one that let her get in the goddamn magazine. So I don't know why you going to Hugh Hefner. Because she shouldn't have been in the
because it's his magazine. There would be no magazine without Hugh Hefner's name.
All right, cool.
Could be in jail.
Okay, all right, cool. Well, maybe they should, but see, that's the problem with women. Y'all don't want to take no fucking accountability.
Yeah, her mom
it starts with the mother. If the mother said no,
we're not. I'm not saying you don't want to take accountability. What I'm saying is,
come on now.
You said Hugh Hefner didn't have anything to do with it when he does 100%. That's what we're addressing. We're not saying we don't. The mama didn't take accountability.
Hugh Hefner ran a porno. Hugh Hefner ran a porno empire. Are you expecting him to be a high moral character? Come on, man.
Right.
Go ahead, y'all making
he not in tune with everything. They not finna.
That's not true,
bro.
That's not true. I've been in plenty magazines. The final cut is always reviewed legally to make sure everybody got to sign waivers. Everybody.
That's a little magazine. What magazine was you in?
Little magazine. It
wasn't the Source. Was it the Vibe? Was it that one?
I was in Playboy. I was in Jet. Now, do it matter?
Okay, so when you was in Playboy, who made the clearance?
Okay, thank you. So legally it got to be clear. So if
I asked you a question.
If a child, stay with the facts. If a child is put in the magazine at 10 years old and the owner of the magazine approves of that, meaning he has people to do the clearance for him, which is a legal team, and they say, okay, she can be in there, that's on him.
You wasn't it. She said
you're going to look more into that while y'all continue.
I'm about to say do that because
excuses. It's a 10-year-old in the magazine. It's a 10-year-old in the magazine.
Nobody's saying that's right. We talking about who's wrong. We talking about who's wrong. We're not talking about.
And
No,
the
the
parents
mama.
in the magazine.
Why the fuck did you say the magazine before the mama though?
Red pill.
It don't matter. All of them.
Y'all can't,
Because the
bro.
reason we
Women.
brought up Hugh Hefner was saying, because me and Mac Mall was saying that the white boys don't get the shit stuck to them like our guys do. That's
Yeah, they
all we
do.
were saying.
Yeah, they do.
Okay, that's why Hugh Hefner could publish a 10-year-old naked. I said 12 and she was 10. Good Lord, that's completely a baby. So you putting a baby who ain't even got any developed in no area on the
And
magazine.
who allowed her to do it? Who allowed her to do it?
Who's signed?
Hugh Hefner and her parents.
Why you throwing Hugh in there?
This nigga, and then you saying you not advocating
bro,
for
women
this.
are so allergic to
You not
accountability. This shit
advocating
is
for this, though.
despicable. This shit
But
is
you not
ridiculous,
advocating
bro.
for this.
Shit is fucking ridiculous.
I see a lot of
I just
online
can't.
talking about her mother and her
And y'all want us to believe men are the protector of women. Listen to Red Pill. And this is what men want us to believe. Men are the protective of women, and he's clearly co-signing it's cool, or Hugh Hefner shouldn't be held accountable for having a naked 10-year-old in his magazine.
Said it 20.
Co-signing him. What are we talking about? Nobody's
Red
co-signing
Pill
him. We're
is.
talking about accountability for the parents.
Facts. The first line of defense. The first line of defense.
But we know there are guys out there that literally do fucking heinous things. They don't give a fuck. Come on now.
Okay, well, say Hugh Hefner did it and he should be locked up too, like R. Kelly or like Bill Cosby or like Diddy.
Or the little 10-year-old bitch mama that you're not speaking about again.
I said the parents.
No, you didn't. You keep saying
that.
You keep saying the dudes.
Hey, hold on.
But you is not saying Hugh Hefner yet.
Hold on, Vita.
Guys, relax.
Let's watch the B words, please.
My bad, but my bad.
Let's kind of keep it at a conversation level and let's not attack
crazy,
each
though.
other. Everybody has their opinion. We just gonna have to respect people's opinion and keep it moving.
Yeah, because I got an AI overview and they said there are no credible sources that indicate a 10-year-old was featured in Playboy magazine. But that's an AI overview, and hold on. Every other source I'm getting is like Reddit, the conversation, Facebook. It's nothing that's actually concrete all the way, but like I said, I'll do more research and really trying to find out about
magazine.
But what we're trying to say is we're not trying to sit here and say that Hugh Hefner gets a pass. Like I said, both sides do not get a pass. Doesn't matter the color. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Right.
Okay, and I agree with you, but I'm saying they not going to.
If you allow me to walk in your house with dirty shoes on and mess up your carpet, whose fault is that?
Ms. Vita, that's for you.
What? Oh, say that again. Say that again, McMahon.
I said, if you allow me to walk in your house with dirty shoes on and mess up your carpet, whose fault is that? Is it my fault for walking in with dirty shoes, or is it your fault for allowing me to do it?
I say for allowing you to do that would be me. If I didn't say, hey, take your shoes off so you don't dirty up my carpet, then that's on me for not saying that.
Right, okay, so let's go back to the Playboy issue.
He just proved what he just said.
That what?
That her mother allowed her daughter to do it. So how can you blame Hugh Hefner for doing it?
Right.
Because is that still not pedophilia and child exploitation?
No, I agree with you, but
okay.
you got to take the responsibility off of Hugh Hefner because it was allowed for him to do it.
Y'all really, and I'm just this all I'm saying is her mother, her parents was wrong, he was wrong, both equally wrong for the fact that they both are okay with the 10-year-old being in a magazine nude. Who's ever okay with that is fucked up and need to be going to jail.
I agree with you, but what I'm saying is before you get to the effect, you got to deal with the cause.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody everybody cool with that. The magazine publisher, editor, the team, the photographer, like all them up.
Watch this. Magma, watch this. Everybody but the mom. You won't say it one time. You haven't said it once. You keep talking about.
She said
you ain't
the parents.
You said when you just did that little rant. You said the parents.
Yeah, you ain't listening. I said that shit for 10 minutes. I said lock her mama up too. Her mama let her lock her parents, her mother, whoever was gave the okay for that. Okay. And any other adult that was okay, lock them up too.
I missed
lock them up too.
Yeah,
you the one didn't say red. I said that 10 minutes ago. You the one Red Pill is showing what you
let me ask you this.
Because you didn't say lock you Hefner up yet.
Let me ask you this.
I said
Are you more upset with the fact that she's underage because of that's what the law says, or are you upset with the fact that you feel like she's just too young?
What the fuck? She 10. She's too young.
No, I'm asking you because in some countries 10 years is old is considered an adult. So if you was in this particular country, would you still feel that way? Because I feel like we only doing that because of the status quo of this is what the law is.
I'm finna tell you why. As a mother, thank you. It is terrible. Period.
Ricky Ticky. Is that
thank you.
No, I'm not justifying it. I think any man. I'm not justifying it at all. Let's not get it twisted. I'm just talking about different scenarios. I think any man that mess with an underage kid is fucking sick. I don't give a fuck who he is.
Okay,
so I'm gonna just be clear with that.
I honestly don't feel like there should be any justification on this topic.
Thank you.
10 years old. It don't matter what else is being discussed. It was a 10-year-old girl publicized naked in a doggone grown person magazine.
Nobody's justifying it. Nobody's justifying.
Hey, should our celebrities be held to a higher standard, Ms. Vita? The black ones?
Yes, everybody as a celebrity should be held to a higher standard. You are in the public's eye. You are an influencer at that point.
And knowing the pressures that we have on us as black people, do you feel like the black ones should be held?
Black people,
how y'all feel like us being black, we in a whole nother a light or whatnot. We get a lot more pressure put on us. Do you feel like the celebrities need to be held to a higher standard?
Yes.
So, but Ms. Vita almost feel like they don't seem like.
How does she feel like that? I didn't hear her say nothing like that. Ms. Vita, what that gave? How you gave that?
That's what I get from Ms. Vita. I feel like they don't need to be held to a higher standard if someone else does a crime of the same magnitude.
No, okay, y'all be conflating and mixing shit up. Like this is what I said. Let me clear it up again. Me and Mac Mall initially said our men, brothers, melanated men, right? They get the slack and the short end of the stick. They get the cases. They all over the media. They agenda is put our men in dresses. Mac Mall named white actors that don't get this. And that led me to talk about Hugh Hefner. Oh, no, Mac Mall mentioned Hugh Hefner. And I said, yeah, because that's the same nigga that put a 10. I said 12. And when Red Pill looked up, she was 10. And I said, he put a little girl naked in the magazine and nothing happened. Nothing happened to his name. Nothing happened to his museum monument, his mansion in Chicago. None of it is down or toward like R. Kelly, Bill Cosby, or Diddy. And I'm not saying Diddy, Bill Cosby, them ain't do it. I ain't saying all that. All I'm saying is they get a bad rap all over the media, and the white boys that do it, they don't get it like that. That's all we were saying. And then he looked, and Red Pill went out his way to look this up and still saying, why you ain't mad at the mama? I'm mad at every and anybody that had anything to do with it. That's what I'm saying. And I'm mad because it's a baby. I don't care what age is called grown. 10 years old is a baby. That child marriages in them other countries, them grown ass men to them little girls 9 and 10, that shit bogus as hell. I'll never be okay with that.
Is it a possibility that we just don't pay attention to the white ones that get ostracized or in trouble?
It don't matter that we got the white people that didn't know Diddy or didn't know Bill Cosby or didn't know R. Kelly or whatever, because it's some real because somebody said that about white people, like we just don't pay attention to them.
That's what I'm about to say.
And then they said, do you know? I said, I might not, but they not over the media like that. They not taking over the media. And so I'm like, so name me a white person that's really famous that I probably like equal to like Diddy, Bill, like billionaire. Or just real popular, and they was naming them. I'm like, no, I don't know them. They was like, Amy Schumer is big in business in music. I'm like, I don't know no damn Amy Schumer, but they were just saying like you might not know them, and that might be the case. That could be true too. But what I'm saying is,
that's the difference between being rich and famous.
They not slandered in the media. They not slandered in the media like our men. It's clearly an agenda for our men to get took down in the media. That's all we saying. That's all we saying.
I get it, but I think that's some of the differences between being rich and famous. Also, you got more visibility. I think the people who are high visibility, they are made examples of sometimes.
Facts.
So.
But even if they are, our men becoming a face when they are not. It's billion and trillion, and there's funding child and sex trafficking. It's not our men.
They're not visible though.
Oh, this what I'm saying to you. This what we saying is the point. They're not funding 80 to 200,000 people per year go missing. Men ain't the one doing that.
Okay, but what I'm trying to tell you is, if you're famous and you're doing crooked shit, it's gonna be even more problematic.
It's gonna be more spotlight on your ass.
It's gonna be more spotlight on you. So if you are gonna be in the spotlight, you probably need to be a little more squeaky clean. Be like a Denzel Washington.
And I can agree. So we saying for the white boys that's not like what Hugh Hefner did and never got in trouble for that. That was the thing, and I thought it was the 90s, the early 90s that happened. He said late 75, 80 or something. So that mean that man lived out 30, 40, 50 years whenever he died, well after that, and never got in trouble, never caught no slack, never did. Come on now.
How you know?
Okay, so what?
How you know?
Because I'm from Chicago and I was on the news. You didn't know. Nobody on here knew about it other than me and Mac Mall, because we from Chicago.
So what cases did he have? Do you know anything that he did? You know anything specifically?
He did never get in trouble.
He done a bunch of freaky shit. He bought a girl a car.
I'm from
this
Chicago.
Girl went to she was in high school. He bought her a PT Cruiser when she was in high school.
Hold on, man.
So he been had high school girls, bro.
Hold on. Let me say some shit about a nigga in Kansas City that you don't know nothing about, and then you be like, "Hey, Red Pill, how you know that happened to him?" I'm from Kansas City. What kind of shit is that?
Yeah.
You know, everybody know about R. Kelly. It was on the news. Everybody know about Michael Jackson. It was on the news. Bill Cosby. He did all that shit on the news.
Hey, listen, this is how crazy it was with R. Kelly, right? Back in the 90s, when he had that sex tape that came out that y'all saw, they was selling that bitch on Madison and Pulaski like a DVD.
Okay, but
they were selling that bitch.
But people
like
actually
everybody
saw it
had
though.
it.
Yeah, but people actually saw it though. What y'all talking about is like he say, she say.
No, it's not. I'm talking about Hugh Hefner.
That's what I'm talking about. I mean, there's no proof of it.
What's the proof?
Okay, JB. Let me just help you out. That AI shit could be incorrect, and clearly it's coded. This is a real magazine that went into print, and people have, even after the fact, it was a whole bunch of protesting behind it. This is a real printed magazine.
Hold on, but what I'm saying, I'm not trying to act like he's such a great guy, though. The man was a porno empire. I'm not trying to sit here and act like he's like a martyr.
Okay, so what are you talking about then?
But what we trying to talk about is the premise of what y'all talking about, of what he did, like in Chicago, the shit we can and cannot prove. That's what I'm trying to say.
Hugh Hefner, I won't go as far as saying Hugh Hefner was with a 10-year-old girl. But he definitely had underage girls on his platform.
Hold on.
We're not going to act blind.
Hold on. Now let's add context. Look at the little girl in the picture.
Who was that?
No, that's not the picture.
That's
she was
Brooke
naked.
Shields. It say Brooke Shields right there.
No,
that's a 10-year-old girl.
She was naked.
She's not naked. See, that's what you got fucked up because.
I swear to God, I'm finna log off because I'm not finna argue with motherfucking grown men about a 10-year-old being naked on the magazine cover. You could go argue with
you gotta
somebody
at least prove it.
that.
You can't just come on here and say shit and niggas be like, yeah, you right.
I'm telling you, that's what the fuck it is.
Okay, well then show the picture then.
Y'all, let's calm down. Let's calm down.
Damn. You can't just say shit and motherfuckers just supposed to agree with it.
It's getting too intense. We all just
don't switch it because that got me fucked up.
No, we're about to go and shut it down.
Prove it then.
Red Pill, shut the fuck up talking to me straight like that. You don't gotta say shit else to me.
Look, let me tell you something. I don't care. Look, I got respect for everything you say, but you're not gonna come up here and just say shit and I'm gonna be like, yeah, you right.
I ain't saying shit. I just told you it's a real fucking magazine.
What is show the fucking evidence then?
Come on, hey, listen, y'all calm down.
Who the fuck is you to tell me when I'm telling you it's a real magazine?
Show the proof then.
Okay, y'all finna get kicked.
I just muted both of y'all. I muted both of them. All right, let's chill, y'all.
Sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I gotta go. I can't do it because I don't do fuck shit. I'm sorry. I apologize for wilding out, but I'm gonna excuse myself. I apologize to everybody, but it's just some things I can't get down with.
About that.
Thank you for having me.
Come back, girl. We love you, girl.
All right. Well, wasn't expecting that.
Well, shout out to Vita, Coach Vita.
Yeah, Coach
Vita. Looking for some coach lessons, hit her up.
Yeah, but like I was saying, we're gonna keep it respectful. Everybody does have their own opinion. Let's not attack each other for how we feel on certain topics. We all here to have a conversation, so there's no need to start cussing each other out and none of that. Okay, thank you. Let's roll into the next thing.
The next thing is ending it.
Well, we go ahead and get y'all
everybody
last
go and
shout
shut this
outs.
stuff up.
Red Pill Crip. Yep.
Yo, what up? This Red Pill Crip, Mr. Show the proof of what you talking about. Don't just come up here talking because I'm not gonna take it. And
hey, Tyler,
nah,
get out
you
of
good. Yeah. Look at Tyler.
Tyler said he got a little,
He got something.
Let me get the last word
I was
in.
defending your ass, T Money. Nah, but yeah, Red Pill Crip, man. Tap in with me, Red Pill Crip 85 on all platforms. John C. Reynolds on Facebook. I'm just here for the conversation, man. I'm a professional contrarian, and my heart is in the right place. So y'all can argue with me all day. I'll do it all day. We can do it. But my heart is in the right place. So let's get it mobbing, bro.
Yes.
True. No, I'm just kidding.
Miss Phoebe, did you have any last thoughts that you want to say, Miss Phoebe, before I ended it?
No, because honestly, I know y'all noticed that I kind of got off of here for a second. I was leaving the picnic that I was at and got into a car, so I really didn't hear the last few things that you guys was talking about. But I will say this: I am on Instagram at CocoCherry69, and thank you for having me on here. And if you would have me back, I'll see you guys next time.
Thank you, Miss Phoebe. I definitely send you a follow too on Instagram.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
All right. Thank you, Miss Phoebe. All right, Mr. Mac Mall.
It's your boy Mac Mall, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to my YouTube channel at Not the Shop Podcast on all platforms. And I have panels on Mondays at 7:30 Eastern time. So anybody want to join my panel, hit me up on my page. Let me know what's good. I appreciate you for having me, JB. It's always a treat when players meet.
Yes, sir.
And y'all remember, it don't cost you nothing to push a button. Subscribe to my channel. You did.
Shout out to Not the Shop Podcast, man.
Appreciate you, Mac Mall.
Shout out to everybody in this panel. Thank you for having me. It's your boy Paris in the Rain. Like I said, if you Spanish, you want to swing over to the channel. I got some Spanish content in there. I got some gaming content as well, Paris and Rain Games. So also make sure to check out Discord, JB's Discord. We're waiting for everybody to show up, y'all. Come on. I want y'all to be real out here with me. Be real with your boy, man. Join up. Get in the conversation.
Yes, Paris. Make sure y'all drop a thumbs up before y'all leave out as well. Let it be great. You got anything else you want to say?
I just appreciate everybody for coming on. As always, it's always a good conversation, a good time. Hope to see y'all back next panel. Y'all, let's keep it respectful. We respect everybody's opinions. And if y'all want to follow me, I'm on YouTube, Let Her Be Great, Instagram _Let Her Be Great. And yeah, let's just keep it moving.
All right, y'all. This was another Saturday Night Live. This is with JayBReacts. And until next time, y'all. Peace.
Peace.